to episode 3, our final episode of All Is Not. We're going to start the same way we always do with introductions. My name is Reed. You can find me on TikTok and Hive at D&D5E, on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at Snail5E. And if you want to come hang out with me on Twitch, you can do that now too. Twitch.tv/TheGamerSnail. Working my way up to affiliate. Come hang out. We have a good time. That's me. I'm going to pass things over to Mills.
Hi, I'm Mills, and apparently I'm a little bit psychic. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com. What else am I supposed to say? Oh, I'm playing Sivya, who has classes.
Slay. Thank you.
And they them pronouns for Sivya, many pronouns for me. Same challenge, extended as last time.
Cool. Rockon.com.
I dare you to find a pronoun I don't like. You probably can, but I don't.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm creating a list in my brain. Yeah. I'm gonna pass it over to Sable.
Hello, I'm Sable. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Ipathea. You can also find me here next week for Tales of the Starlight Ocean, which is so exciting. We are finally coming back. I don't have a fun fact for you today, but my cat may make an appearance, so that's very exciting.
That's a fun fact. It's a fact that's fun, arguably. Stella, who are you?
Oh, I'm just me. I'm just hanging out. Hello, everyone. My name is Stella Joe. You can find me all over the internet here on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram is a different handle, but on Twitch and Twitter, for sure, Stella Joe with 3 L's. I make lots of cool stuff. If you like cozy games, quote unquote, like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing and Zelda and things like that, come hang out with me on Twitch. I'm live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays over there, except for this week when I took a week off. I am playing Nessie, who is a trickery cleric and also a halfling. And also, here's a question. Reed, how long have we been in the wilderness?
3 days.
Cool.
4 days?
Is 4
days.
It is either 4 or 3 days until Nessie's 18th birthday.
Yay! Birthday! Thank you, Stella. Sweet! We can't hear you.
That's great.
Now we can.
Now we can.
Okay. Well, hello. I'm Sweet. You can find me anywhere, most places, _Sweet Stories. And then, let me see if I can remember it again. Tumblr, Sweet S _stories, and then Hive Sweet _stories. Double check that for me to see if that's actually true.
Thank you, Sweet. Sedona.
Hi, I'm Sedona. You can find me if you want to at SE_DO_NA on most places. I lurk mostly, and sometimes I post. And then add another _ for Twitter, if Twitter is a thing still. And yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Sedona. And last, but certainly not least, James.
Hi, everybody. I'm James. I use she/they pronouns. You can find me on TikTok at NiceOneJames, and Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at TTRPGay. I'm having a great hair day, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
having a good hair day.
Thank you all very much. Let's do some announcements before we get into our game. Announcements. Tomorrow, you can join us for the next episode of Tales from Beyond Crow Lane with special guest Sweet. It's going to be a spooky time, like it always is, because that's a horror campaign. It surely is. So if you like gothic horror and family shenanigans, join us tomorrow here at 2:30 ET. You can join us this Wednesday for the next episode of Starfarers, our magical realism game. I don't know what to call it. What's the genre? I call it?
I wouldn't say realism in the place where waterfalls run backwards and the sun is a big ball of magic, but
mystery finding. Yeah. Starfarers is so unique that we can't give it a genre. And in order for you to know what it is, you're just gonna have to come watch Wednesday at 2:30 here on Starlight Tales. Hey, the month of January is almost over, and that means that you only have until the end of the month to join the Starlight Tales Patreon to get access to our exclusive zine featuring writing, art, recipes from our cast. If you like our content, you are sure to like this. You can join at any level and get the zine, but that offer ends at the end of this month. So be sure to join if you haven't. And if you join at the $10 tier and above, you'll be able to join us for our special world building Q&A live stream on Tuesday, where me, Mara, and James are going to be answering questions about the world and talking about our world building process. So be sure to join for that. Thank you all for helping us get to 20 patrons. That's why we're able to do this live stream. It's very exciting. We have social media so you can follow us. We're Starlight Tales _ on TikTok and Twitter. We're Starlight Tales on YouTube. We have merch. We have a Discord. Am I forgetting anything?
I love you.
Oh my god, I love you. Duh, I could never forget that. Well, without further ado, let's pass it over to the intro. On our last episode, our group fought what they learned is a remoraz, a blue serpentine centipede-like creature. And once they killed it, they surely ripped it right open to find the magical core, well, not magical core, that was inside, keeping it warm. Then our party ended up finding Bernice, the frost giant, who was hurt in the ground avalanche, and talked to her, and she pointed them in the direction of the West clan of frost giants in the tundra of Diamus. Our party traveled their little hearts all the way over there to meet Charlotta, the head of the clan, and Kiki, a frost giant who had fallen in to what they learned is called the mysterious abyss, where years ago Nessie left her mentor behind. After talking with Kiki about her experience and noticing that there was something not quite right about her, Nessie was able to remove curse and release Kiki's true self from whatever curse she had been trapped under. Our party enjoyed stew and warmth from the furs and got to spend a long and restful night together out in the cold. And we start in the morning, after everybody has rested. However, I would like to first talk about what happened on watch. Who specifically was on the watch where the lights happen?
I think me and Davina.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you about what you saw. Same as normal, these colorful lights started to dance around the sky, and then you saw them begin to be sucked out. You could see distinctly, now that you're closer, the fact that A, they are being sucked down into this mysterious abyss, directly in that direction. And 2, it does look like there is a hand, grabbing the color and yanking it down. It's hard to see against the night sky, but since you're close enough now to see it, it looks like it's a giant hand reaching up and pulling the color down.
Can I have made some kind of check to determine if I think this is like a magical hand, i.e. like a Bigby's hand type thing, or if this is just like a very large guy who is grabbing the lights from the sky?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay, I am good at those.
Did I get guidance?
Sure.
Thanks. What is my bonus? Probably 1,000,000.
I'm
okay.
laughing at Craig's heart forever in our research equipment.
That is a 19.
19. Definitely appears to be some sort of magical hand.
Cool. That's a relief.
Not a test to a guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, you can. Well, that'll be the last watch, so you can all wake up the rest of your party, and we'll pick up in the morning. What would you like to do?
I would like to notice if Cathar and Civ were doing their little spooning thing.
Yeah, obviously. How's we're gonna stay
Probably,
warm? We're gonna to freeze?
We're huddling. It's cold out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just conserving body.
No other reason.
No.
Just need to check.
Okay.
It's normal behavior happening.
Seeing how far can Davina tell how far away it is?
What, the mysterious abyss or the hand?
Yes.
The mysterious abyss. Make a nature check or
Okay.
survival. You pick.
Okay. I shall pick.
Help?
Who asked?
Me.
Survival.
Yes, you can do it
Do
at
I also
advantage.
roll? Yeah, go.
Advantage. Great. Okay. So that is a 21.
A 21. So the mysterious abyss, you think, is probably about an hour and a half travel away. The hand looks also like it's coming up from the abyss, grabbing the color and pulling it down back into it.
Okay. So it's about an hour's travel. Is there things that we want to do to prepare to go, or are we ready to go now?
Breakfast, probably. Also, these guys live so close to that abyss. That's crazy.
I'm sure. Sorry, quick question as well. I wanted to, during the night, like keep an eye out for like the night walker that they were talking about.
Mm.
Did Davina get a chance to see that at all, or no?
Make a perception check.
Great.
I'll give
Use Fox
guidance.
for advantage.
And guidance.
Okay, wait. Oh, I forgot. Grab a D4. Okay. All right. Okay, that is 18 plus 6. Someone do math. 24.
24. You, now that you're kind of keeping your eye out specifically for that, you recognize that what they, the frost giants were talking about seeing, some of them probably did see this giant shadowy hand. Some of them might have seen shadows and trees bending in the wind, especially as it's gotten colder and colder and colder at night. You don't see the Nightwalker anywhere near you. But you can kind of get the vibe of what maybe the other people were looking at and see how they could have been confused and scared.
Okay. Well, yes. So, Ariel and I, we saw a big hand pulling down the lights from the sky, the color out of the sky. So, whatever's in there is going to be big. Definitely get a good breakfast in, because I'm not sure what's ahead.
Did it look like angrier than the first time we saw it? I don't remember a hand the first time.
I didn't see a hand the first time. I'm not sure how to decipher an angry hand.
Okay, that's fair.
Very
Was it
The
aggressive?
knuckles were very
Tail?
tense,
Did it
pulling out.
More aggressive.
Yeah.
This hand is
Me
not angry.
unravel
This
it.
hand is angry.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
very much like white knuckles pulling down.
It
the
went
light.
like this. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Seems.
Oh.
I mean,
Doesn't
it
seem
didn't
very
seem
like angry.
super angry. Yeah, it
Maybe
seemed
it's just
almost
like
kind of like
hungry, like
routine.
grabbing like a, you need
Yeah.
some energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a snack.
Yeah,
So
like
maybe
maybe
that's
that's
good,
breakfast.
You know, maybe it's like a super friendly sky eating thing.
That's
So
what I've been saying.
I just don't like. Honestly, I just don't think it's like necessarily like friendly or unfriendly. I think it's just ridiculously powerful and will probably kill us if we don't kill it.
oh,
Like, but with no
Right.
malice, just like as a sort of balance of the universe
It's
kind
like
of
what
thing.
it needs to do. Kill
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Instincts. Yeah.
Yeah.
like I mean, I
Right.
guess that's something. Getting murdered by something that's not like it's not personal.
Right.
Well, it feels a
prefer to, like,
little less bad.
Nessie's
Not
eyes
get
glaze
murdered.
over.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the pain is about the same though, but yes, I guess the intention is.
Well, it could be like an eldritch thing, like
Oh.
maybe
Uh-huh.
we just don't have the ability. Maybe we lose the ability to like feel pain or comprehend what pain is. So by the time we die, it's like
Okay.
we weren't really existing by the end,
You know,
Is
is that
that
like
like
possible? Is that a thing that happens?
Oh no, this
Just
happened in books for
scientifically.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like
And
not
then,
a fan of.
Or it could be like
talking about death.
excruciating. Oh, sorry.
Just after yesterday and all. I just,
Well, like yeah, but that wasn't like dead. I was just like.
You were
unconscious.
almost dead. You were almost dead. For a second. It was a little scary.
Yeah,
But we should, we could go toward the next thing that might kill us all. That's fine. Fighting.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I think they also turn to Ariel and just give like a little pat on the back, seeing that they're nervous, just like a little like silent like check it. Just. I think they're just trying to be encouraging at this point.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Kiki is making a giant pot of grits.
Oh,
For
hell yeah.
everybody.
Very
and
nice.
There's such a Cholula on that.
Yeah, you can kind of smell the warm smell of breakfast cooking. It enters your nostrils and just gets you excited for the day. It's a nice change from the cool, harsh wind of the evening. And soon after, breakfast is ready, and you all get your large bowls and large spoons that you have to kind of awkwardly eat from because they don't really have non-giant sized cutlery.
You don't even need a spoon. You
just drink
for
it.
Just
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It's
They've got
efficient.
various toppings that they've foraged. It's a nice way to start the day.
As we're eating, I kind of picture us at like a long table, and I would love to say if I would go and sit next to Aries and then sort of look over at the other four and say, well, for thinking this is gonna be like really dangerous, sometimes people like to say things that have been on their minds before they go off into the unknown.
That's true.
Yeah.
Any
eaten.
feelings?
Did you have something on your mind, Nessie? Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I did. I can start. I will say that, but just before we go into this terrifying situation, that I am very grateful to be with all of you guys here, and I feel very appreciated in this group, and I want to let you guys know that I hope you feel that as well from me.
Yeah,
That was really nice.
It's really sweet.
Very
Thank
kind.
you.
I'm glad you got that off your chest. Especially if we're gonna like maybe go. Nobody's gonna die. We're not gonna die.
Right.
Like if we did, you'd probably be glad you said that. So I'm glad that you said it. Not that we're
Right,
going to.
exactly.
Mhm.
I'm glad I said something to all of you. And I think it is a good thing to say things that we may not otherwise get the chance to say to the ones that we care about.
Yeah, it's very good to be straightforward like that. That's nice.
I just look over at Aries.
I think Ariel, who I cannot ever say it as a -2 in wisdom, like looks at you, like keep looking at Aries and looks at Aries, and then like turns and looks at Davina like, oh my god.
You think? Hold on, let me have to be
so funny.
Did they get it? Yeah, they got it. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know, I haven't heard anything, but there's just a lot of like significant glancing, you know.
You should
Wait, can I hear this?
you should talk
Any of us heard
Yeah,
it?
I think we're all at the table.
I rolled an
together.
8 on stealth, so yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, I'm now sitting on the other side of you, Ariel.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't she like kind of young? I don't know how old you are.
I mean, yeah, well, we're like 21. So it's
No,
it's
I don't
definitely
like
not,
that. Mm-mm.
yeah, like it's not
Red
great.
flags. Red
You know,
flags.
but I mean, when you're that young,
Well,
sometimes
I mean,
you get crushes.
Nessie
I
can have a
guess,
crush.
you
Like that's
know? And,
like
yeah,
fine. It's like very sweet.
yeah.
Just the head in my hands. Oh my god.
Wow.
Does anyone have anything else they want to say to the group even?
Oh.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm really glad that we're all like finding new parts of ourselves and exploring those together as a group, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm glad this is such a safe space for all of us to feel comfortable talking about how we feel and be authentic with each other. So thank you all for creating that space with me. Sits back looking so proud.
Yeah, Davina's looking out at them too. They're like beaming at them. That's so
Yeah.
good. That was so good. Yes.
Cool.
I guess I do have something that I want to say, and I've been thinking about it a lot since yesterday. I just wanted to apologize for the whole thing with the Remoras. I'm here for one thing, and I fucked it up pretty badly, and you all shouldn't have to have worried about me like that. And, you know, I'm not really good at protecting people if I'm unconscious or dead, so I apologize. I will do better today.
We're all a team, you know. It's very dangerous what we're getting into, and we're here to support each other. So I hear your apology, I understand, but I don't feel as though you needed to apologize. I'm
Right.
happy to support you in everything that you do, Sylvia. Like I said, we are a team.
Yeah. But to Venus. I agree.
It's
That
also
guy
hard
was
to-
really big and scary.
Yeah, it was very big.
Yeah.
It's hard to know what we were up against until we saw. I mean, we talked to a lot of animals who aren't very smart, and that's coming from me, who does not read a lot. So, it was hard to know what exactly we were getting up against. You know.
And also, I mean, yeah, you're really good at holding stuff and protecting us and stuff, but also that's not like you're the only reason you're here. You're our family. And you listen to me ramble on about this guy, and you actually understand what I'm saying, which is so rare. And you do all kinds of cool stuff, and you have a place here for who you are, not just what you can do.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this was fun. Thank you, Nessie, for that.
It went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
Anyone else have anything that's been on their mind? Cool. Just
This breakfast
trying
is
to
really
popcorn it to the next person just in case.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Yeah.
great. The breakfast is great. That's what I have to share. Thank you for that, Charlotta and Kiki. Thank you.
Kiki waves from the pot. We're just helping other people get
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes. Was that good? Was that what we needed to do, Nessie? Is there anything else that you...
You know, yes.
Yes?
Yes, it was. I think we are as prepared as we can be for whatever's in there. And you know, maybe when we get back to the observatory, we'll have different and other things to say later on down the line.
That is typically how conversations work. You
Mhm.
talk, you have
About-
experiences, and then come back and things are different.
Mm-hmm.
And then you talk again.
Yep.
Like we're doing now. This is different than like the first time, so
Yes. Yes.
this is good. I hope we don't die.
No.
Same.
Yeah.
Too.
We got it. We got this. It'll be
Yeah.
good. We're so powerful and strong and capable, and we got it.
And we already killed the worm. What could be worse than that?
You're so right.
So many things, but I'm going to keep them to myself in the spirit
Yeah.
of like what's like the energy that we've cultivated.
Yes, but just let me know where your healing potions are on you, just so I know, just in case. I think Davina just like keeps a note of where everybody's. Yeah.
And you can finish up breakfast. Nobody from the clan kicks you out. They're not eager for you to leave. In fact, you can get kind of a sense of anxiety from Kiki in particular about the fact that you're heading in that direction. But in your own time, whenever you choose to, you can start getting ready to head out. Do you do that?
Yeah, I think so. I guess we back up and head out.
Slowly eat.
She
ready.
sends you guys with like thermoses of extra grits that you can take with you on the way to keep you warm. And Kiki kind of bends down next to Nessie, still far taller than you, and says, be careful, okay?
We will. Is there anything we should look out for on the way up? Weird stuff on the road?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the scariest thing about all of it is that it feels normal until it's not.
Okay. We're gonna fix it.
We'll just, proceed with caution, and we'll stay together as a group, and we'll look out for everyone, and it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be...
Okay.
A hug her again.
Yeah. Gives you a big hug.
Cool.
I hope you find your mentor.
Thanks.
I like Kiki will awkwardly walk away.
Yeah. Nessie is, if anybody is within sort of like listening distance of that, like said thank you to be polite, but is not sure if she wants to find her or not. Has not come to that decision yet.
And you guys can start to head out.
Can I just say I cast Mage Armor on the way
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm
Thanks,
also
Gavin.
casting a mage
out? Thank
armor.
you so much. Just be safe.
You've got about an hour journey ahead of you before things will before we'll skip the you have about an hour journey ahead of you before we're gonna get out of fast travel. But is there anything that people want to do while you're traveling?
When I think we're within like 20 minutes, can I send Luna up again and look through her eyes and just see if I
Sure.
see anything?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Okay, I have to look up Hawk stats. I forgot to do that. Okay. I think I have advantage because it's sight. Yes. Yes. Cool. Oh, that's so good. What did she add to that? Oh, hell yeah. That's a 23.
So you send Luna up, who at this point has gotten the hang of flying. Like a professional flyer, could blend in with any bird that you sent her to. I just wanted everybody to be proud of the cat. Luna kind of flies up ahead, and what you can see, kind of looking down, is this giant split in the earth. Almost looks like some large creature just took a knife and made like a jagged cut in the ground. You can't see down into it. When you look down into this like hole, it's just pitch black. It's dark. It's seemingly endless, and little bits of like roiling black smoke are coming out of it and kind of settling on the ground. What you can also see kind of on patrol around that area is this man. That's the wrong channel. How scary would that be if I sent it in that one? Is this man?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, he looks like a friend.
Just to clarify, it's the big scary guy and not the little one who's going like this, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't trust the tiny guy, but I like the big guy.
A
Chad,
tall creature made of that same roiling smoke. Got two giant horns coming out of what appears to be a head, but the face has no distinct features. It kind of comes into like a pointed mouth. Almost look like satyr legs, but without the fur, kind of like goat's legs, and an outstretched three-fingered hand with these like long, gross claws. Appears to be just walking around one edge of the abyss, and then it'll turn around, it'll like jump in the other direction and suspend itself in midair over the abyss and land on the other side and patrol over there. And it kind of is going back and forth.
And how big is the abyss? Like, how big is that jump?
Like 15 feet.
Hate that. Thank you so much. Does this sound, from what I remembered of Nightwalkers last time, does this sound like a Nightwalker to me?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think Ariel, whose eyes are like pure, like shimmery gold whenever they look through her familiar's eyes, kind of goes, "Oh, okay," and like scrunches her eyes closed and blinks, and then it's their eyes again. Okay, so I was gonna say good news and bad news, but I actually don't have any good news. There's just like a big, scary smoke guy with a crazy jump ability who's like patrolling around the chasm. So we should maybe like be kind of maybe like a little sneaky quiet about it, because wow, he can jump. He jumped a lot.
I could do pass without a trace, so I can do that for everybody.
Cool. Probably not like a bad idea, because
If you want to save on like spell energy, I can cast it for free if you'd like.
Oh, okay. I think that's a good move, yes.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace because I'm a Genasi.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
hell yeah.
If we get sort of close to it, give or take 60 feet, I could try and get rid of him. Just like banish him.
You know, that wouldn't be the worst idea, I don't think.
Nah.
Do we
I think that could
yeah,
help, actually.
I think so too.
It can't hurt.
Like, do we think that this guy is like the guard at the front door, and something worse is beyond it? That's what we're thinking.
He's like patrolling, so I think probably like the guard at the front door.
Right. So maybe we just try and like get rid of him. Nobody has to like get hurt here and now, and we're all like prepped and ready for the big thing.
Now, do I know from what I know of Nightwalkers, and I'm happy to make another check if I need to, are they like sentient, or are they like just kind of balls of bad energy?
They are. Make a history check.
Okay. I'm good at those. Not when I roll like that, though. That is, not too bad. A 14.
14. So you would know, again, this is all through like ghost stories that you were told as a
Sure.
kid and like warnings from your parents. You would know that they have some sort of connection with the person that they have replaced.
Mm.
And their attraction is they're drawn to things related to that person. However, their goal, they're just there to like fuck shit up and to kill whatever they can, but they are drawn specifically to things that have a connection to whatever person they have replaced.
Like, I don't know, hypothetically, maybe a person that person knew at one point who, I don't know, maybe is kind of cool. Yeah, no reason, just curious.
Yeah.
But so, like, I don't think this is a being that necessarily could be reasoned with.
I'm not gonna tell you no, but because you know, there's always a nat 20 in there. But I'm just gonna say, like, it doesn't seem to be.
You feeling lucky?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a smart decision.
Okay.
As with all...
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as with all things in the known universe, probably not. But there's like what, at least a 5% chance it could work, right?
Yeah, we're gonna say a 1 in 20 chance. Yeah, I mean, so we totally could. I think it's worth knowing that there's like a halfway decent chance that the big guy he needs a name, by the way. I feel bad calling him just big scary jumper shadow
Greg?
guy.
Is this one
Could be
Greg?
Greg.
I
I think this is Greg.
Yeah.
There's a halfway decent chance that Greg might be attracted to Nessie, not like romantically attracted, like
Yeah, that would
literally.
be inappropriate.
Like,
It's,
it
like,
would
way
be very
older than
uncomfortable.
Nessie. Just
I'm
like
not
putting
gonna
that
get
out
into that
there.
at all.
Like,
Yeah,
Just
just
saying.
like, you know, if this is your mentor, usually Nightwalkers are kind of like pulled towards things that are related. So, yeah, worth noting.
I think that was the first time that somebody told Nessie that that's how the Nightwalkers worked. So that she like, can we see it? Can we all see it, or was it just
No.
Luna that could see it? Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
Luna getting a bird's eye
Right.
view.
So we're still. Oh yeah, we're still like half
Literally.
an hour away or something.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
maybe. We'll see.
oh, he's coming toward you. Ah!
He's gonna jump
Ah!
so much at us.
He's gonna jump so
He's
aggressively.
gonna get a big pogo.
Okay, now
He's sprinting and double pressing A.
Yeah, he's gonna roll actually.
yeah. Hey, Reed. Can I make myself roll a wisdom saving throw right now?
To not like have a panic attack?
Just to determine how she is feeling about
Absolutely.
her want to banish this guy.
Can I give you guidance on that?
It would be resistance. 'cause it's the same.
Happening?
Oh, you're so valid. Never mind.
It's hard to ruin the bit.
No, I would not want the guidance. I did just roll a 3. I have plus 6 to wisdom. So 9. Yeah, I think you all see like the gears turning in her head and putting 2 and 2 together of like, here's a question. Does Ariel use the phrase like replacement as if
No.
like this thing, okay.
I think
So, like-
truly the only way that she said it was like, if this is at all related to your mentor, there's a chance they
okay,
might be
okay,
pulled to you.
Okay. So I think Nessie sort of like jumps from point A to point B and thinks like this is her.
Oh no.
Is
Yeah, I
Nessie
think
visibly distressed at the moment? Can we see that?
probably. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think like her eyes just sort of like the sheen sort of comes off of them. and she's just sort of like looking in the middle distance, and then she clutches the little copper coin around her neck. And for the sake of the audience, does not want to cast banishment anymore. I don't think she says anything. She just sort of says, she just goes like, "That's really interesting."
Yeah, and I mean, it might be completely unrelated, right? Because, like, you know, all kinds of things and people wander in here. But
We don't know. We're still speculating. We don't
yeah,
really know exactly what's going on yet. Nessie, are you okay?
Speculating anymore? Are we?
I mean, I'm kind of in a constant state of speculating.
I don't want you all to sugarcoat things just because it's hard.
No, I mean, we really don't know. You know? I mean, if Kiki fell in there, anybody could go in there.
Right.
So,
But the giant said that nobody really comes up here. And you all were surprised that I even went there to begin with. When I first told you. Nobody comes over here. Very few people even come back from over here.
and I mean, you know, I think my knowledge, the stuff that I've been saying, it's theoretical. You know, it's ghost stories and mythology. So, I mean, there's a chance that I'm wrong. You know, I haven't read like reports on it. I've just sort of in Coramiria, you know, sort of a parents, you know, don't go into any dark holes. It could be the negative plane of energy. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my mom thing because you know a lot of magic and stuff. But I could be wrong. You never know.
Guess you never know.
Nessie, can we help you somehow? What do you need right now? You seem that.
I think when Kator says that, Sivia just kind of bends over and gives Nessie a very strong hug. And it's like, honestly, getting hugged by Sivia is like getting hugged by a weighted blanket. Because it's just so strong.
yeah.
It's like pressure. Just like, doesn't say anything though.
Yeah, I think she hugs you back and then looks up at all of you and says, "We have a job to do, and I would like to finish that job. We have to finish the job. One foot in front of the other, right?"
Or, but you can still, you know, tell us if you need anything.
I will.
Okay.
You're not going to like jump in there like at any point, right?
I don't. No. I'm not going to.
Okay.
I don't want to go in there.
Okay, just checking.
That would be bad.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well then, let's continue on. If everybody's feeling okay too, stay within range to keep pass without a trace. Or if we do need to split off, I can use a spot and continue with that, and take half of the team if need be. But let's just try to keep within range and let's go.
Great.
And you continue walking on. As you are getting closer and closer, you can feel the temperature dropping. It is cold. It's colder than it was before, 5 minutes ago, 50 seconds ago, even last you thought about it. It feels like it just gets colder and colder. There is less light, and it's not like something is blocking the sun. It just seems like the sun doesn't reach this part of the tundra the way it does other places. There are less animals, less plants, and you're walking towards the direction of this giant break in the ground. And now everybody can see the Nightwalker, because there is nothing else out here except for this. And the dark black negative energy stands firmly against the white, bright color of the snow. The wind starts to pick up as the Nightwalker leaps over and starts its patrol again.
I think as we've been walking upward, Siv's probably gone up to Thor, who I imagine is like helping guide, and just walking close and probably holds your hand at some point and squeezes it.
Squeeze, big squeeze back.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna let go until you absolutely have to go.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of looking at the group. Now what?
Do we wait till it comes to us, or do we just go, or
I guess so it's just keeping watch? Is it doing anything else?
Make an insight check.
Just like visually, how large of an area is it patrolling?
Like the chasm is not endless,
Okay.
right? Like it cuts across a very specific part of the land that is large and long, but like it doesn't go on forever and ever and ever and ever. And so it's mostly patrolling like just this like central area.
Okay. And like, is that like 100 feet or?
Like 250.
Okay. Cool.
What'd you get, Sweet?
I got a 14.
14. It's hard to gauge intention and feeling from a creature whose face doesn't resemble a face you've seen before, but it seems to have specific intent. It's not wandering aimlessly. It's very deliberate, and its head is on a constant swivel in a way that, yes, you would keep watch, but in a way that also you would look for something.
It seems to be searching for something. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell, but from what I'm gathering, I think it is searching. I'm
Can
worried.
I ask sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I just have a rules question about spells.
Sure.
Is it that only certain spells can be ritual cast?
Yes, they have to have the ritual tag.
Gotcha. Okay.
What spell were you looking at?
Well, the issue is that I only have one 4th level spell slot.
Ah, yeah.
And the thing about Banishment is that it is a 4th level spell. And the other spell that I would love to cast at 4th level is also Locate Creature. Which neither of these are ritual. So I'm in a pickle where I have to choose.
Yeah, there's no real way getting around that now.
Mhm. Yeah, the game is just like, no, actually, fuck you.
Oh,
She doesn't
I
cast
actually.
either right now.
So for Pass Without a Trace, we're basically unseen at the moment.
We actually haven't rolled.
As far as you think, I haven't had you roll a stealth check yet, but
Okay.
as far as you think.
Can we stealth?
Should we just slowly, stealthily make our way closer? I'm scared of the of the abyss.
That's a very valid fear.
Yeah,
you.
probably should be actually.
Me in real life is also scared of the abyss.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Are you jumping in?
I mean, Civ wouldn't, so.
Oh, good.
I also realized, can I just. Floating disc apparently is, not concentration, and I can ritual cast it. Can I have been ritual casting that at some point and just have one?
Sure.
Okay, cool. There's a floating disc, around 20 feet, to the left of us.
Is it not concentration? That's stupid.
That's so stupid, and it's a ritual cast.
But however, you can't move more than 100 feet away from it.
Yeah, that's fine. If I move more than 20 feet, it just follows you. So it's just trailing 20 feet behind us.
Correct. Just a giant floating disc.
Yeah, I just think it should be there.
Just
Magic
holding a bunch
frisbee.
of books.
It looks like the same kind of rock. I would never. I can hold them all myself. I'm so strong. But it looks similar to the pattern on the disc looks similar to the like pattern on the rock that makes up like Sivia's skin, but it is slightly different. More rock, like less saturated.
I don't know how long we'll be sitting here, but if it seems like it's going to be a minute, can I just to be safe start ritual casting detect magic? And if we're not here for 10 minutes, that's fine.
Leaps over the other side again.
The side closest to us or farthest from us?
It's the side away from you now. It's
Nice.
fast to you.
Oh, well, given what we know, what we think, I'm not sure of, but I have a weird idea, wild one. I'm not sure how comfortable we would be, but if we do get closer, and maybe if Nessie, if you step out, maybe we see how it reacts, and if it reacts badly, then we continue on with what we have to do and we take care of it. But I do think maybe if we give it a chance, just to test this idea, this theory, I don't know, maybe there's a way. I feel like you might be a key to reaching out to it, if there is any chance of that.
We can do that. Yeah. And if it leaps out and tries to attack me, I'll try and get rid of it.
I was gonna say I'd be right behind you if you wanted.
We all will be very close by. It's not
Of course.
I don't want you to, yes.
No, I know.
It's a sacrificial kind of, thing. It's just I want you to feel, we would be right there. So, it's just my idea. But I if you're comfortable, if we're all comfortable with that.
If we think that me getting closer will help us get closer ourselves to answers, then I'm ready to do that.
All right.
Should we try?
Let's take a moment. I think Ariel's casting something. Maybe you just continue to watch and see if it does anything else by the time Ariel's done. and then we do it.
Sounds good. Is there any kind of check that I can make, either sort of like, I don't know, perception or even like, how do I have a +0 to religion? That's crazy. Some kind of check now that I have eyes on this thing for the first time to sort of get a better understanding of it, or if there's any kind of recognizability. Is that a word?
I mean, you can. I don't think you've seen something like this before.
Right. I just want to see if there's any kind of like, I'm picturing Nessie's thinking about Amalia and sort of like the visible illness on her, and I want to see if I can sort of see any kind of like
Sure.
connection.
Yeah, make a
about
perception
that.
check.
Okay.
Make it with disadvantage.
Okay, fine. I got 100. I got a 1.
You're far away. It's hard to see.
Okay. Fair enough.
Maybe that creature is you?
Fuck! The truth comes out. Her skin rips off.
Oh god, oh fuck.
I was Amalia the whole time. Could you
Oh my
imagine?
gosh.
That'd be crazy.
Plot twist. Ariel, you can finish casting Detect Magic. You have it up. You're still like a mile away. But
Anything coming off of like the area we're in though, like
I mean, just like bad vibes.
sure.
Just like bad magical vibes. Not even in a specific school. But like the aura of the plane of negative energy is just so strong. It's almost like the same way that you react when you like smell something really bad, but instead of smelling it, like you're sensing it with magic.
Okay.
It's strong and it reeks.
Yeah. Lot of not great magic here. It's not awesome. So everyone just like be careful in the area. Because it seems like it's maybe not just the big hole. I mean, I'm sure that's like what it's coming from, but
Starting to get the feeling that things aren't going to happen until we get over there. And then everything is going to happen all at the same time.
It leaps back in the direction that you're coming from. And starts walking side to side again.
Ew.
you ready, Nessie?
Yep. Let's make some stuff happen.
We're all here.
We're doing it together.
Yes.
I just kind of reach out and squeeze your arm a little bit. Just a little bit of warmth.
Mm-hmm. Nessie will pick herself up and start walking. If she doesn't start walking now, she never will. Starts walking.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Plus 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Does that +10 go on top
On
of
top.
our normal? Okay.
25.
22.
Also a 25.
Ew.
5 as well.
Whimsy.
23.
15.
Oh, hey!
Oh no!
This is bad.
Can I ready my bow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll
right,
treat
I
it like a
like that.
groove stealth check. Everybody succeeded except for Ares. So you all remain kind of sneaky as you're walking up to it.
As soon as we are within, I'll say like 90 feet of it,
Okay.
if we can get that close,
Sure.
I'll sort of like silently gesture for everybody to stay low. And then I will take a deep breath, grab my coin, and then in my head, I will just say a quick prayer to Sirmia and ask for her to stay with me alongside my friends. And
Make
then
a check.
A what check? Sorry.
A persuasion check.
Okay. That's never good. I got, what is that? That's 12 plus 2, 14. Okay. God might be dead. That's fine. Yeah, I just sort of like, I stand up and I sort of come out of the shadows of the Pass Without Trace, and I just sort of head up, unblinking at this creature, walk towards it, and then I will, when I feel like I'm about, I don't know, like 50, 60 feet from it, I will stop.
Are you like purposefully making sound, like trying to get its attention, or just waiting for it to notice you?
I'm not like waving my arms or anything like that, or being like, hey, I'm not saying anything. I want to see if it notices me without that, but I'm not trying to be hidden. I am,
Your
you know.
passive stealth is 16. It doesn't seem to notice you as it keeps on walking. It rolled really bad.
Interesting. Can I sort of get in its pathway? Like if I feel like it's like walking in this direction and it's gonna turn around and come back, I would just sort of like to purposefully stand like it's dead, he died.
It's good work, team.
You good?
Can we go to a break screen as I pick up my dice?
Absolutely.
I found them. I found all of them. No dog eating my dice today.
Good job.
Thank you.
No dice will be eaten.
No dice will be eaten. And no
At least
dogs
not by
will be-
Frankie.
No dogs will
I'm
be
getting
eaten.
the dice. And
Everything's
Mish can't
fine.
stop me.
Everything's great. To answer the poll, it was all of them but 6, and I have a lot of dice in my box right now. So, an ungodly amount was in fact the correct answer.
Amazing.
Okay. So, you said if it was walking on a path, you want to get in a specific.
I just would love to get into where, if I can gauge like what its line of sight is,
Yeah.
if it turns around. I'd
Sure.
love to be in it.
Sure. And yes, Sedona.
I wanted to know if I could ready an attack action,
Sure.
or if the creature directly tries to engage with Nessie, then I will do an immediate attack.
Sure.
Okay.
Anybody else do anything? James is taking a Snapchat.
Listen, okay?
No, I just love, you could always tell because James turns to the side and does a little.
Sometimes I forgot, and then I don't know what I wore on the episode, and I don't want to repeat an episode, 2 episodes, or an outfit 2 episodes in a row.
No, you're so valid.
fair.
You're so valid.
Can I
Yeah,
add
I
one
forgot
more
to.
little flavor text here?
Yes, please.
So the components for banishment, they're verbal somatic, and the material component is an item distasteful to the target. And I would love if I could be holding a small vial of, you know, when you were a kid and your parents made you take like the liquid Tylenol and it was just like so gross and awful. I feel like there was something when Nessie was taking care of Amalia, she had found this medicine that helped her sleep, but she so rarely ever wanted to take it because it was just this like thick, really unappetizing, really bad tasting liquid. And I think she has like a small vial of that just like grasped in her hand.
Sure.
Literally distasteful to the target.
How close are you getting?
I would like to not move. So I think initially I was like 60 feet from it, and I would like to stay. If it's walking away from me, I will stay where I am and let it walk back towards me.
Sure. It finishes its kind of 250 feet patrol. It turns back around and it starts heading in your direction. It doesn't lock eyes with you because it doesn't really have eyes, right? But you can feel that like sinking feeling of dread that you get in the pit of your stomach when like your parent catches you in the middle of something that you didn't want them to see you doing, right? That moment of like, shit.
Me putting my DS under the pillow.
Right. Like, yeah. That's the best way that I can describe just like that immediate guttural reaction. And it starts walking forward in your direction.
I stay put and I let it walk towards me.
Yeah, it keeps
I
keeps
just let it walk
walking.
towards me.
225, 200 feet, 150 feet, 100 feet, 60 feet. And once it's within 30 feet of you, I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a 17.
That is a fail. You are going to take 21 points of necrotic damage as this like sinking feeling keeps settling into you. And you're looking at this creature and it doesn't look like it's something that it's done with intent. It didn't like put its finger out and attack you. It just seems to be a natural extension of its awfulness. Is once you get within a certain radius of it, this is something that you're going to have to do every turn.
Is it? I was just curious how visible of an effect it is for the rest of us.
I mean, Nessie, you take 21 points of damage. Is there a reaction on your face?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think I if you said it was necrotic?
Yes.
Yeah, so I sort of think I like you watch as like her sort of spine tenses and she sort of like, you know, when like someone's like about to when like a cat's about to vomit and they like just like curl over and she just sort of like tenses up. But then you watch as she reaches out her hand, one hand clasped on the coin, the other hand holding this vial, and she will cast Banishment.
All right. So let's talk about this material component.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work.
I love this idea so dearly. However, this is not Amalia.
Okay.
So I think you feel your spell rejected, but you don't lose your spell slot.
Okay. So I would recognize it as the components like not working.
Correct.
Okay.
However, because this material component doesn't have a cost, you can cast using your spellcasting focus and not need a material component.
Oh, swag. I will do that.
So
I didn't know that was a thing. That's a rule in the game?
It is, yeah.
Okay, you learn something new every day. I've played this game for 8 years. Holy crap.
So at the beginning of your turn, I do need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah,
No.
Also, never mind.
I don't want to, though. I'm going to use my DM inspiration that I got before the session today.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay. That's a natural 19 plus 2 is 21.
That succeeds. So
Thank God.
you take no damage.
Okay, beautiful. Chad, I got inspiration for doing a recap for the group.
Yeah. Okay, so you cast Banishment.
Cast Banishment.
What do I need to do?
You need to make a Charisma saving throw.
So,
Please.
fun story. Actually, Snail, you don't have to make that roll because I'm going to use my portent. You're going to roll a 7, actually. I'm so sorry to tell you this, my wonderful friend that I love dearly.
6. That's
So.
a fail.
Mm-hmm, it sure frickin' is. Okay, I have to concentrate for 1 minute on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I'm just gonna read the spell, so we all are on the same page.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
there's
smite
no
Nessie
combat
immediately.
today, you guys. Yeah, tell
Sorry,
me about the spell.
It says, you attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. So this motherfucker is banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demiplane. While there, the target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or its nearest occupied space is occupied. Otherwise, the target does not return.
So this creature continues. I'm so mad affectionate.
Make him come back. Just do it. Just make him come back.
No, you're smart. I'm not gonna take this from you.
You can't.
Quick, somebody jump in the hole so we have something to fight.
No,
Make somebody else come out of the hole. I don't know.
I'm gonna send you this stat block. This guy is mean. You don't want to fight him.
Yeah, I figured. I want to fight him.
Monster. No.
Okay,
no,
guys,
no.
don't worry. We're researchers. We're scientists. We can use this as an exploration opportunity. Riddle me this: what happens if we jump down the hole and immediately cast Featherfall?
This
So true.
man, you
Find out.
hear a faint popping sound.
Yeah.
As this creature begins to outstretch its hand in Nessie's direction and disappears.
I want to turn and look at the group, except I'm concentrating, so I'm focused. I'm staring at the spot where he was.
We can come to you. We can
Yeah,
all
Civ
just sort
definitely
of...
wants to
moving. I am not
like,
moving.
what happened? Like, are you okay? Making sure your eyes aren't like whatever.
When someone heal Nessie. Wow, Nessie's straight. Somebody like
Davina puts cure wounds. Hold on, let me do a little roll for it. How much points do you get back? But yes.
I think we're pep talking you for the minute.
But like
You're doing
really
so
softly so
good.
it doesn't break your concentration.
Yeah.
I'm just like nodding.
Just have like 30 more seconds. You can do it.
You got it.
Would you?
Almost.
How much does she heal?
She gets 10 points.
Did you take 26 damage? Was that it?
What?
I am down 11 right now.
Okay, I'll top you off with lay on hands.
I'm gonna get beat so much.
And Nessie, with Civ's hand on one shoulder, Davina's hand on the other, and the warmth that you get from the comfort of having the people that love and care about you around you. The minute passes, and the creature does not come back.
I just turn around and I just hug whoever is closest to me and just like bury
Big bear
myself
hug
in
pile.
everyone.
Group hug. Nessie, you did so good. That was so
Oh my
good.
God.
Oh, cool.
That thing was so fucking scary.
Nessie, you did so good. That was awesome.
And it wasn't Amalia. I felt it. I like show them the little like thing. She had fucking hated taking this medicine, so I thought this might work if it was her, but it didn't work. This didn't work. It's not her. It was something else. It was something else.
That's great.
That's
That's
good.
great.
You
did a really good
hear a distant coming from the chasm,
Like getting closer to us.
getting closer to you. Yes,
No.
slowly but surely, and coming up from the chasm and stabling themselves in midair is an old woman with a long white braid. She's got this like red robe on that looks like fur lined and ready for winter. She's got these like goggles on her forehead, and very notably, her skin is devoid of any green pus-filled veins. And she feather falls herself before landing on the ground. And Nessie, you are face to face with Amalia.
I think I still just like have one hand on Civ's arm and another on Cathor's, and I'm just like I don't think that she moves. I think she just stays surrounded by the people who cared about her at the same way that she cared about them in an equal fashion. And she waits for Amalia to say something first.
You've grown.
You left.
So sorry.
Can I make an insight check on her?
Sure.
That is a 22.
Not again.
No!
It was just one. It was just one. You know when somebody apologizes, and you can tell when they genuinely feel bad. And then there's some times where people apologize and you feel like they're apologizing because they think it's what you want to hear. That's the vibe you get of, I'm saying what I think you want to and need to hear in this moment. I did what I had to do. I'm not sorry about it.
I think Nessie sort of like looks down for a second and like steels herself and then looks back up and says, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Mika, are you trying to hide the fact that you're mad? She doesn't say anything.
Can I ask a super quick question?
Sure.
I never lost concentration on my detect magic because we didn't get into a fight. Does everything coming off of Amalia seem like normal? Just to double check.
Me?
Hmm?
I said remind me.
Yes.
Did you cast detect magic on Kiki or was it Nessie?
It was Nessie.
Nessie, did you tell Ariel about that or no?
The curse?
Yeah, about any of that.
Yeah, I think I would have filled the whole group in on that.
So
yeah.
The way that Nessie described just kind of like that bad energy coming from a specific person,
Mm-hmm.
that's the vibe that you're getting from Amalia right now.
And can you remind me, because I know you probably said this to us like yesterday, but it's been a week. How did you fix that?
I had cast Remove Curse.
Okay.
Which, I will be honest, I thought we were gonna fight.
Sure.
I did not prep today.
Yeah, you're so valid.
You know what we can do? We can simply just knock her unconscious until tomorrow.
There you go. Hypothetically,
Let me rock that old woman shit. Like, I do not give a fuck.
I need everyone in the chat to know that I glanced over and I just saw James put in the John Mulaney gift of him going, do you want me to kill
that guy for you?
Yeah.
He sounds like he sucks, and I will totally kill that guy for you.
Yeah.
Snail, question in terms of bartering and doing the rules in ways they don't work, rules as written. If I hypothetically were to cast Lesser Restoration at 4th level, do I think I could make a dent in that bad boy? It's okay if the answer is no. That's just truly all I've got.
It has been how long, Nessie, since you've seen Amalia?
That's a great question. Let me look at my backstory real fast.
I'm gonna say that the next time
Years,
someone
right?
just asks me, like the human person, a question about my past, like, let me check my backstory,
Can you
dog.
check my backstory really
I love
quick?
that.
Let me just check my character doc real fast.
Yeah, sorry, I'm consulting with my creator.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds a little like
Okay,
religious.
well,
People praying be like,
if she's 18, she's been at the observatory for 2 years, we determined.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
So,
been 2.5 years, 2 years since you've last seen her.
yeah. I would
She-
probably say closer to 3 years.
Yeah.
That's
She
okay.
has spent that whole time in the plane of negative energy. Kiki was there for 10 minutes. And a 3rd level remove curse did it. I think you get the vibe that a 4th level lesser restoration not
Yeah.
going to cut it.
Yeah, you're so valid. I'm gonna just kind of like reach out and trying to make it look like I'm just comforting Nessie, like put a hand on Nessie's shoulder, and I'm happy to make a stealthy sleight of hand check if you'd like. I'd like to cast a message to Nessie and say, "Hey, pretty big curse. on her right now. And I don't have anything that can help that.
I forget how message works. Can you just like respond in your head?
Yes.
Okay. I think I will respond and say, is she too far gone? Is it not
Oh
her?
boy, do I have any indication based on that detect magic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There is always magic that can
Right.
help.
I can always call my mommy.
It's above your above your pay grade.
Yeah, I think also like for like Ariel's sake, I think like Nessie is also just like thinking out loud back to you
Sure.
of like do we think this is a collective? Not like genuinely asking like does Ariel
Make the
know
call,
this?
Ariel.
Do you know this? Is this fact?
I think even recognizing that it's a like hypothetical question. No, that's not. What's the word when you ask a question but you're not looking for an answer?
Rhetorical.
That one. Recognizing that it's more of a rhetorical question, I'm still gonna cast message again and say, how do I want to phrase this? It may be beyond what we can do, but I promise you, if it's something you want, I can get you in contact with the people who can probably help. I just can't right this second.
Amalia has like this wicked grin on her face. And she's still looking at you, Nessie. I fixed it. It was something nobody could fix, and I fixed it.
What you always wanted. Was it worth it?
I'm alive, aren't I?
I know where you went. Being there for that long. Was it worth it? Was I not enough?
You were perfect. But there are some things that even the most perfect among us cannot do. There is beauty in nothingness. You'd be surprised how beautiful it is.
Nobody's perfect, Amalia. I'm not perfect. Neither are you.
I don't claim to be. I'm still learning, and like a little bit of arcane energy crackles in her fingertips. Still growing. I'm alive, and I can learn so much more.
Can I, So Nessie is a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Clerics have this cool trait called Channel Divinity. I would just love to really quick. Is she within 30 feet of me? Okay. I would just love to really quick channel divinity and do turn undead. I have to check if she's not a weird undead lich creature now.
Oh, fuck! I have divine sense also.
A literal paladin
So
in the party.
invested in the RP. Everybody
Sorry,
forgot
I
to
was
have like
so-
things.
Can I not to like piggyback off your thing, but can I also do that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just have such conflicting feelings about this crazy old lady.
Right.
Amelia, let's start with you. Tell me what Divine Sense does again.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover, which we're gonna put a pin in that because that's dumb. Anyway, you can use this feature one time per a long rest. I'm sorry, are you telling me I have the power to sense divinely what is anywhere, but if they're like behind a cardboard box, I can't see them? That's just eyesight.
It's
That's
stupid.
just me looking for the one who has
blankie.
black smoke or halo. Like,
No, you're so true.
It's silly. It's silly. I think the both of you kind of tune in at the same time, and you both get again that kind of like stench of negative. Excuse me. Thank you. You get that stench of negative energy and negative magic and like dark evil magic, but not like she's not undead. She's alive. She's living. She's there, and she kind of laughs at you, honestly, Nessie, as you're like holding and clutching. It's like, the way that you laugh at like a child that's fallen over.
Oh.
Right. Oh, thank you for the bless you, Chelsea.
Can I also be doing something in this moment? I think partially while this conversation is happening, just out of like the biggest abundance of caution, I'm gonna lean over to Aries and I'm gonna say, "Hey, can you like cover me real quick?
Yeah.
Can you just like, cool." And I'm gonna like stand a little bit behind my twin, and if I can, I'd like to tear a piece of paper out of a notebook that I have. And if you would like me to make a check for any of this, let me know. And write, big curse out of our abilities, maybe call my mom, and roll it up and give it to Luna and send Luna back to the observatory. Because I double checked. It doesn't say it disappears within a certain radius. It just says I can't give it commands outside of 100 or 150 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't say it disappears if I go unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's going to take a minute, but I'm fucking... Oh, and I write at the chasm. And I send Luna to the observatory. Just in
Sure.
case.
Just make a
But that's
self check.
Yeah.
Or sleight of hand check. You can have advantage because Aries is in front of you. And you can guidance, yeah.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I feel so supported in this moment.
But I need a stealth check for the guidance because I believe it has a verbal component.
This is true. I'll do like a sneeze. Oh god.
Powerful. I have the most excellent news.
Yeah.
I did in fact roll a natural 20.
Incredible.
go.
And what did you get,
Are
Sable?
we still... Is Pass Without a Trace? Still
Yeah, it's still up.
Yep.
cool. I rolled a 13.
Hell yeah, brother.
God.
Oh my god.
Good.
It's like...
So I can take the guidance too, just for fun. Cool.
Yeah.
And that is a total 25
Cool.
on a nat 20.
Luna flies off.
Nice. Thank you so much. That's all.
I think as we're just having this like weird standoff, and then she sort of laughs at me doing divine magic, which I think, like, just to bring it up, like, I think in the past was always like a little bit of a point of contention between the two of them, because Nessie came into her divine power after she was already with Amalia, who was teaching her arcane magic. And when she got in touch with the divine, it it always felt like something Amalia sort of like played off as sort of like lesser than. Um, like her magic was like better than mine or something. Um, and I think in this moment, Bessie is really torn and almost when Ariel pointed out that it's like a similar sort of curse, just sort of that concentrated negative energy, worse than Kiki's curse was, but a similar form of it. Um, she heard this fake apology. She heard this strive to be the best at her craft and overcome things on her own, and then scoff at her abilities. And I think you all sort of feel Nessie just sort of like take a step back and sort of like relax into the group. And doesn't feel any need to help this woman anymore. And just sort of like physically like lets that go. And I think she looks up at Amalia and just says, I hope you find what you're looking for.
I found it already. Now I get to look for something new.
Good luck.
Too.
I sort of turn to the group and I like give them the go ahead of like, you do whatever you guys want to do. She's not mine anymore.
I'm gonna kind of take a step forward toward Amalia, kind of putting myself in between her and Nessie. Not like entirely blocking, but just like, you know, I'm a rock. And so what exactly are you looking for now?
I don't know. I just got back. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Why? Do you have a suggestion?
Oh, different question. Are you, by any chance, responsible for my planet slowly dying? Do you have anything to do with that, or?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, like the animals are upset and weather is changing and all of the above. Lights are missing from the sky.
Oh, the lights was me.
Right.
The negative energy plane. I'm Amalia, by the way. Hi, nice to meet you all.
Mm-hmm.
The negative energy plane, it sucks energy into it, right? The thing that I figured out how to do was to take the energy that was inside of me that was making me sick. I was very sick. And have the plane target that and replace it with something else.
So in saving yourself, you poisoned the planet.
I didn't The animals, the trees, that's not me. I didn't do any of that. I just took some of the natural magic from the lights. That's it.
Right, but there's like a balance. There's an exchange. You knew that.
What do you mean?
As in, like, you took the natural magic of this planet away from it, the thing that's keeping it balanced and safe.
From the sky, not from the earth.
They're connected.
You had a question. No, you're good. Sorry, Sweet, you were going to say something.
I think, well, my line of thinking is different than what's happening here. I was just going to see if I could do like a little survival check of seeing if it was that creature now that the Nightwalker is gone.
Yeah, make a survival check.
If it's changed around us.
If I may ask, how did you get sick in the first place?
Stella, do you think she knows? I don't think she knows.
I mean, Nessie certainly doesn't. I think I'm happy to leave it to you.
Okay.
If it's something that she like played off as like,
we'll let that linger for a second. Sweet, would you want to do a survival check?
Got a 23.
A 23. Okay. The weather is not as cold as it was. It's still considerably cold, colder than, the rest of the tundra, but you're also standing next to like a giant pit of negative energy, which could contribute to that. However, you are kind of putting the pieces together that these might have been 3 different creatures all impacting the world in separate ways. Right? The warming could have been the Remoraz. The tormenting of the animals, the scaring of the animals, that was probably the Remoraz. Mm-hmm. The increased cold and wind was probably the Nightwalker. And the sky, you now know, was Amalia.
Okay.
All 3 kind of working in separate ways and with separate goals, but all contributing to the same effect of, wow, nature's fucked up here.
Mm-hmm. I think piecing that slowly together, I think Davina steps up and says, goes to Cathor and says, I think it's 3 pieces that we're working with right now. I think the sky is our new friend here. The Remoraz, right. I think that's the scaring and the heat, and then the Nightwalker, that's the winds. So.
Okay. So.
So the Sylvia, when it comes to the sky and all of that, the natural magic of this place, what is Amelia taking here? How does that affect the planet? Do we know?
Well, the thing is, right, Amalia went in, and the Nightwalker came out.
Yes.
So if Amalia's taking energy in, there's energy going out.
Yes.
And I think if it's whatever was wrong with her, we don't really know. I don't know if whatever was making her sick, you sick, kind of looking over as like this conversation. I don't know if that was dissipated into the plane of negative energy or if that was what came out or whatever, but there is a balance. That's why the Nightwalker existed in the first place. That's why when you banished the Nightwalker, she came back.
Looks over at Nessie. You banished it?
You don't need to sound so surprised.
No, I'm just impressed.
Yes, I did.
It's impressive.
Nessie is very impressive.
Hey.
You should probably have thought that a long time ago.
I know, you use the word I a lot, which is very interesting.
What do you mean?
I just
I'm
think
talking about myself, am I not?
yeah, you're talking about yourself and your accomplishment while completely ignoring what Nessie has given you.
She was a great assistant.
You would be dead
Well, without her-
Nessie.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you're not more, grateful or,
I just called her perfect like 3 minutes ago.
It was very, not a... I did think I like how you said it.
It was pretty condescending. Yeah,
Yes,
the way
yeah,
you said it.
right word, good word.
All right.
Yeah, like that. That tone that you used, that same condescending. You know, because like there's like our intention can be one thing, but if our impact is harmful, that means that we were still harmful, and it doesn't override our intention. So I just think, if someone has as much magical power as you, you should probably, I don't know, like figure out maybe your next big thing can be learning how to communicate effectively in ways that don't undermine your intention.
Safety Officer James climbing through aerials.
Just kind of goes, thank you for the suggestion.
You're welcome. That was good.
It was
Good
very
start.
good. You should listen to them. They're very smart. Also, I don't know if with the rest of the group this is something that we want to do, but you've been falling for 3 years, and we know that there's a lot that can happen to somebody who goes into the abyss. So maybe a quick once over for them might help them in the long run. And what Davina's trying to say is like, I really want to help get rid of this curse in this person. If it's possible, let's like bring them back to the observatory. If that's something that we all want to do.
I mean, I think it's better.
Are you asking me or are you asking them?
Including you. I'm asking everyone. That's what we're I mean,
I feel great.
You've just been in another plane by yourself for 2.5 years. That's not normal. That's so bad. Like, you get that's not normal, right?
even for scientific purposes, I do think it's good to just look you over. Be sure.
Check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come
See
on,
if you can convince the mad scientist to come back with you.
All right. I did use the word science, so.
So true.
We have science. Just come over here.
We're
Ignore
so
this
good at
box.
science.
Stick on it. There's the science underneath.
I rolled a 21.
Nice.
This observatory. Do they have a way off this planet?
That's quite an interesting first question to ask.
I don't know if I want to bring you back now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, we can
Well,
just leave her
I'll
here.
come with you. You can look me over, and then I can leave.
What's your plan? What do you want to do with your
I
life
told
after
you I
this?
don't know yet. I just got here like 5
We
minutes
might need to
ago.
quarantine you. You could be like
Why? You
negative
could be
plane energy
infectious.
contagious.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of
Exactly.
that.
You don't like the sound of being infectious or the sound of being quarantined?
Both.
Okay, well, that's not how things work.
How about this? You have a place here, yes?
Me?
Yes. Do you not have a place on this
No,
planet?
No.
No,
What?
we.
they just were passing.
Oh, so you don't have a place. Okay. So it sounds like you don't have a way off the planet anyway, right?
No, I was just gonna wander aimlessly in a direction until I found one.
Okay. All right.
How
Or you
does your
gonna
mind work?
survive in the cold by yourself?
I'd figure it out.
Different question. Are you still planning on, taking the lights out of the sky tonight? Is that like
No,
a
I'm
thing?
done.
Okay. I just having a hard time meeting you, really.
Well, it's an observatory. It's not a prison. So we just look you over, and then once you are cleared by, the infirmary, I guess you're free to do what you want, right? I mean, what can we do?
You cut out.
Okay.
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 I think Davina leans over to anybody who's closest and goes, "I will take first watch."
Yeah, so you are about like a day and a half travel away from the observatory. So before we get into that, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. As I frantically pull together a stat block with what this woman is capable of. We'll be back in about
Ominous.
10 minutes.
Yes. I'm
Don't
gonna fight
change
an old
that.
woman.
Twitch channel. We'll be back. Bye. And we're back. If you ever wanted to know how long it takes a single human man, me Reed, to build a level 20 wizard from scratch, there's your answer. However long that break was. We are all heading back toward the observatory, the full group and Amalia. Takes about a day and a half of travel to get there. What are people doing on their travel?
Not taking my eyes off that wizard.
Retweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Crossing my fingers so hard that my mommy gets a message.
I'm staying on her.
Like, you're not trying to be like sneaky about it. You're just on her.
I'm not one for seeking, and I'm not one for charisman. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be like next to her.
Kind of looks over at you. Hi.
Hi.
Do you need something?
Oh, just walking.
Oh, I couldn't help but notice there's like a giant fucking disc following us. Is that yours?
Yeah, I keep ritual casting it every hour when it goes down. Did you need to put something on it?
No, I wanted to know whose disc it was.
Yeah, no, it's my disc. I don't know. It's like free magic, so I figured I might as well just cast it.
No, it's cool.
Do you know how to make a floating disc?
Not today.
Ah, unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. You still gonna walk right there?
Like, just near you? Like, we're just kind of walking.
No, you're just like, you are closer to me considerably than everyone else. I'm just wondering if there's...
Yeah. No, just like keeping an eye on you because of that whole thing where you just came out of a plane that you'd been stuck in for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
Yeah. So.
You could do that. Like just points like 2 feet, not 2 feet, sorry, like a couple of inches in the to the right. You could do that from over there.
I'm not like literally on her. I'm like next to her. I'm not like, hi, what's up?
On her back like a little backpack.
No, I'm just like walking next to her.
I think still she's like,
yeah,
you could give us a little more space.
Yeah, like probably. I could, yeah. So where'd you study?
Where did I study? Or what did I study? I'm sorry.
I guess both. I just started with where. I can start with what.
I mean, it's really okay. I'm an evocation wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So, evoking magic in general, and in Juno. It's on the planet Leda in the Kindred system. That's where I studied in the Great Library there.
Nice. So it's an okay library, but like what, you know.
No, it's like that's the whole thing. It's a great library.
No, I know. It's like the great. Oh my god, it's. Never mind. It's
you been there?
Important. Yes, many times.
Okay. Well, you know it's great.
Yes, it's great. Fine.
So, like, what's your deal?
Oh, I'm in grad school. So just studying weird shit that happens in the sky, and well, you've caused a lot of weird shit happening in the sky. So actually I might okay, well, I do actually have some questions about that. Then maybe we can go further about like that whole process because it is interesting to me. But yeah, so I came here to look at weird things, things that lie between the intersections of the arcane and divine that are usually unexplainable, and I guess natural too, not just arcane and divine, and trying to figure out how to explain them.
You get a sense of respect. She kind of nods approvingly.
I don't really
Cool.
react to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she kind of. We'll keep walking in silence. Yes, Stella.
I would love on the first day. I forget the name of the director.
Indira.
Indira. I would love to use one of my sending scrolls and send a message to her. I
Mhm.
wrote it out to make sure it's exactly 25 words.
Incredible.
Yeah, I pull out the scroll and I say, heading back home, found the source of each disturbance and dispatched them. Bringing someone back, still unclear if she's a true ally. Be on alert.
You get a response back. Thank you for the update. You continue to impress me, Nessie. We're having a gauntlet come soon? Tell the twins Cordelia's on their way. Ha!
Okay, if I get that back, I will let the twins know. I turn to them and I say, Cordelia's on her way to the observatory.
Oh, good. That's good. Turn to Aries. That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
Cordelia, your mother, Cordelia?
Yeah, like the leader. I have to. When I sent the letter, I was kind of expecting, like my other mom, the one who does all the like science shit, to come. I feel kind of bad that like my mom, who's the leader of the whole system that we're in, felt like she had to drop everything. But like that's probably good, right? Because like if anyone could do it, they could probably do it. And I'm talking a lot because my mom's coming.
I don't know. I think, I think for the most part, you've seen Davina be pretty chill throughout things. I think now is when they're kind of nervous. Like, oh, okay. No, I think it sounds like either parent is a great option for them to come. Your parent is gonna be here. Are they? What are they? What are they like? Do they like certain things? There's not a lot of flowers that grow here. I'm not sure what to. Sorry, I just realized me, Sweet the person, I literally have one earring on.
Powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, she like kind of looks at Aries a little bit for help describing our mother here. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
So nice.
So nice. Druid loves like animals and
Nice,
plants and
okay.
stuff. Maybe like a little intimidating, but that's mostly because the like Silver Gauntlet and Champion of the Silver City shtick. Super nice. Gonna love you. I mean, like, don't even worry about that. Like, they're super gonna love you, and they're gonna love everybody because everybody here is lovable and good.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. All right then. You should be prepared for that. Would we have time to like? Are they going to be staying long? You think, or just?
I mean, I did kind of like send a message with Luna that basically just said like, "Hey, a big curse might need help at the chasm." Just for like, so I'm probably not super long on account of has to run half of the country thing. But honestly, who's to say?
I'm good. This is exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
Aries,
Aries, this is great, right?
Mhm.
It's great.
This is the perfect opportunity for you to introduce Davina to Mom, and maybe like you could do like a little dinner or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a lot of places to have dinner here, on account of big snow planet with really just kind of us. But I mean, I guess we could go to the I named it and I don't remember what I named it. What, the lodge? The Diamus? Yeah, I guess we could go to the lodge. I don't know if Mom likes like skiing. Never asked.
Well, there's a
Oh,
lot
Lord.
of employees and then
If you wanted, my fathers live in town. They could host a dinner. Is that weird? Is that weird to bring you all back to my home?
No, you're
I don't think so.
Her parents are lovely.
They're really nice.
I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're really good cooks. Like
Civ, you've met
ridiculously good.
so you've already met Catherine's parents.
Yeah, we were staying with them before we came to the observatory.
Right. Yes. And
Right.
love hosting. I'm
Yeah, they're
sure
so
if I told them that everyone was coming, they would put on a big show about it.
Yeah, tell them the president of everything is coming.
Maybe I don't tell them that.
Don't
part,
tell
so
them
they
that,
don't
they
get
probably-
scared. But
Yeah, it's better to just bring it on them.
Amalia kind
Like,
of
genuinely.
gives a genuine chuckle and looks at Cathor and Sivia and goes, "Oh, you guys are so cute together."
We just were. It is my best friend. Known each other for many years.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. I thought I was.
No,
No.
like
Carry on.
Yeah, dinner would be great.
Red.
Probably.
Yes.
We'd love a dinner.
no dinner would.
Oh
be-
yes, yes. I will message both my fathers when we get back to
Nice.
the observatory. Red-faced Hathor.
yeah, Sivia doesn't get red, but that was one way to get Sivia to shut up. Yeah.
It's a 23 insight check.
Oh my god.
The stat block already coming in handy. All right. I think I
You
sidle
have-
up to Aries.
Walking.
Yeah.
You have your day of travel. Yeah,
I
Stella.
sidle up to Aries. I'm just like, leave it to her to just ruin the bit.
I know. We were so close. Like we were
No.
almost there.
Like, we had it handled.
Old people. They are the problem.
Honestly. Yeah.
This message is not approved by Starlight Tales.
Starlight Tales said ageism. I can't believe Starlight Tales hates the elves.
Anyway, you have your day of travel. You can get back to, if you want to get back to the giant camp, you can camp there for the evening, or you can camp in the wilderness. It's up to you guys.
Do we want to take Amalia to
I
the
was just gonna
society?
say I don't think I want
Maybe we do
to
wilderness.
meet
just
them.
in case.
Yeah.
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 Agreed.
So whoever's looking for a place to camp can make me a survival check
Yes.
Give guidance.
plus a D4.
Like a D4? Amazing.
What, you like the way I said that?
I did. I liked the voice you were doing.
Yeah, that's how your mom speaks now, actually.
Honestly, it was a little.
That's how your
Kermit the
mom
Oh,
speaks.
I'm Cornelia.
Frog. To me, it sounds like vaguely Kermit the Frog, and that really sparks joy.
Hello. Here.
These
I'm your
little
mom.
dice, this little gay dice has been so nice to me this stream. I
As
rolled
it should.
with the guidance was a dirty 20 plus my survival is 26.
Incredible.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you can find just again another little nook, a little cave that that you can settle up in.
Okay, we rest here.
Sounds good. Yeah.
To me? Yeah.
Did we want to take watches? Over.
Probably just to be safe, you know.
You mentioned you wanted to start first watch,
I could
correct?
do that. I could do a first watch, yes. Do that.
I'll take watch with you, the first one.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you want,
you do
just like
that.
if you want
Yeah.
company.
I would love that, yes.
Yeah, you guys can settle up in the cave. The two of you kind of posted at the front, at the entrance, at the mouth of the cave. Amalia is like in the back, kind of back against the wall, got a book in her lap and is just sitting and writing in it.
Yeah.
I am doing the same on the opposite end of the cave in my sketchbook.
I think at the mouth of the cave, I was gonna say on the same exact wall that that Nessie is, just so that I keep an eye on Amalia and an eye out. Davina's doing the same thing. Mouth, they're back against the mouth of the cave.
Oh, that's exciting. When was the last time that you saw your mom?
That's actually such a good question. I mean, maybe like a couple months ago. Yeah, I mean, like we try to go by for like holidays and stuff,
Yeah.
But I mean, I write letters all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like they know all about everything, about you and everyone. They know all about everyone,
They
not
know
like
about-
you specifically, because that would be.
Oh, not like me, specific.
I mean, a little bit about you specifically.
A little fun. Thanks. I am, I guess, a little. I have to be honest. I'm a little nervous meeting your parents. It's your parent, and I just want to make, I guess, a good impression. I never too much cared for good impressions, but I guess now I do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, and I think Ariel like hesitates for a moment, and you can see this moment of like. I feel like it's something that you see a lot in this moment of like an internal fist fight with anxiety, and normally the anxiety wins, but I think in this very rare moment it does not. And they just kind of like reach out and very gently hold your hand and say, I mean, I like you a lot and care about you a lot. So I'm sure that, she will too. And my other mom, when you eventually meet my other mom, because you probably will at some point. So like I totally get it, but I don't think you have to worry, because you're a really likable and lovable person. So
I think when their hand reaches Davina's, out of just needing reassurance, one, and also wanting to be closer, definitely holds their hand and kind of uses them as an anchor a little bit to like pull themselves closer.
Mhm.
And it's very sweet. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting tripped up over my words. There's a lot of nice things you just said to me. So
thanks. I mean, if that's unusual, I guess I should start trying harder then.
I want it if you do. I have to be honest. Earlier today, when Nessie was talking about things we want to say before we die, I think that was the gist of what I was reading.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say this out of outside pressure. I wanted to say it because I just want you to know it's coming from me. Ariel, I care about you a lot. I say that a lot. But I want to be clear. This next 6 months that I'm staying here, it is solely because of you. And I'm hoping, and maybe it is a good thing that your mom isn't going to come to the lodge, because I hear they have very great coffee, even if their cups are very weird and confusing. And I was hoping that maybe we can go there for coffee someday, as a date. not just as friends, but as maybe just you and me together as a date.
I think Ariel looks at you for a moment, and their eyes kind of like go wide. They go, "Sorry, can you give me just 1 second? Just like
Yeah,
1
sure.
second.
No, of course, yeah.
I'm gonna go around the mouth of the cave to the outside, and you just hear like a very muffled like, "Oh my god!" And then like there's a beat, and I come back and I'm composed again, and I like sit back down, and I take your hands in the same way and go, I would really like that. I would really like to go on a date with you. Like it doesn't have to be the lodge, like literally anywhere, but yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I would yeah.
good. Wow. You know, you called me brave, but for a moment there I was actually very scared.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, it's
Sometimes
okay.
I like it's like a lot of pressure builds up and I kind of just have to like vent a little bit of it or I
Yeah.
feel like I'm going to explode.
Understandable. That is
Yeah.
understandable.
No, I like you a lot and I would really like that.
Good.
And I'm really glad you're staying. So,
I'm glad I am too. And I think they give a little kiss on the back of their hand.
oh. Yeah. I think I just sit real close to you for the rest of the
They
night.
use the big ass pelt that they have to like nuzzle them in.
Nice. Probably like have a little fall asleep on your shoulder moment as a treat.
Davina will stay up because they did say they were gonna keep watch, so they're gonna stay up.
Oh. Yeah,
Nuzzle
you're so
them in.
valid for that.
At a certain
Gay.
point,
Sorry.
no, you're good. At a certain point, Amalia will come over and kind of tap Davina on the shoulder.
Yes.
Do you mind if I squeeze past you for a moment?
I think they shift a little bit to kind of like get Ariel to kind of wake up a little bit. For what exactly?
There's something that I can do to make this more safe for us.
Make what safe for us?
Gestures to the cave.
Do you think we're not safe?
I stay outside quite a bit. I'm very good at finding locations to camp. I don't think.
Oh, it's just you might as well make it more if you can.
I'm very good with nature. Thank you.
I believe you. I'm not questioning that. It's.
Is that not what you're doing?
No. It's just a spell.
I think we're good.
I was gonna say I have a really terrible wisdom, but just on the off chance I would roll correctly, can I roll an insight check? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Also, during this beat, Sedona, check Discord.
What is that?
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's a 9.
It's just she just wants to cast something on the cave to make it more safe.
Okay. I mean, I think we're probably okay. Davina's like really good at this kind of stuff. So.
I have pretty good eye. If anything happens, what danger are you worried about?
Not natural. Just magical means.
What's the spell? I'm good at magic.
Private Sanctum.
I don't even know if I would know that spell.
Like an arcana check.
Realistically. Oh, that's not bad. I think that's a lot. That's a 26.
Makes it so that people can't scry into an area, people can't look into an area, people can't target anyone in that area with divination spells. Nobody can like teleport in and out of it. Planar travel is blocked in that area. It's just like extra magical protection.
Are you worried about someone scrying on us?
It's always a possibility, is it not?
I mean, anything's a possibility, but statistically, some things are a lot less likely. So I guess my question is, what has given you a statistical likely idea that someone might be watching you? Let's be honest here.
I am just a little paranoid. That's all.
Yeah, we have been very transparent with you about what we're going to do, right? So what are you afraid of? You have to be honest. What are you?
I'm
what are you
not.
scared
It's not you.
I think for right now, until there is more trust built, I think we're okay.
Can watch me. You can watch me every step of the way. Please, I won't be able to sleep if I don't.
Okay, I'll do an insight check.
Sure.
To see.
Can I squeeze Davina's hand and give them guidance?
Make a stealth check.
Cool. Oh boy. That's not bad. 15.
That's what happens when you compliment dice, right? They start to act
Oh
up.
no.
Okay. 3, 3, 4. That's a 10.
It literally is just something that she wants to do to make herself feel safe.
Okay. If it's something that we are all going to benefit from, I think we must put it to a vote. I'm sorry. And I think they kind of just like take a rock that's next to them and kind of like hit it against the side of the cave to try to like get everybody else to wake up because they're not moving because they want to cuddle.
Nice.
She kind of like sighs deeply
Mm.
and waits for people to wake up.
So, Amalia, once everybody's up, Amalia wants to put a spell on everything. What was the spell again?
Private Sanctum.
Private Sanctum. I just want to see if we are all comfortable with that. Wanted to put to a vote.
Would I have seen her cast this before? Been there?
Sure,
when
check.
she's okay. This is a flat roll.
Is it
11?
11. She called like her laboratory her private sanctum.
Can I just do an Arcana check to see what I know about the spell? I
Sure.
know that like they did that, but 24.
Yeah, you would know everything about it. You can just Google it if you'd like. It's a real spell. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I just wanted to double
It
check.
pulls out a
before-
large leather
my instinct
tome.
is like, let me look at the spell.
On the cover it says Google. I think Nessie speaks up, and it's just like in this like sleepy haze, so tired, so emotionally exhausted. It's just like, if it'll keep us safe.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care. I don't think we're planning on teleporting in or out of here anyway, so.
I'm fine with it if you tell me why now. Why ask when it's just two of us awake and not when all of us were awake?
so we're probably gonna leave here soon, so
Civ turns after saying that, just kind of turns over back to sleep. Noteworthy that Civ and Thor are not cuddling up on each other tonight.
Oh.
I'm asking now because I tried to sleep and I couldn't.
It's probably just some weird magic thing. I think we should just cast it, see if it fixes the problem, and then sleep.
I look at Davina.
If most are comfortable, then okay. I know you've been through a lot, so
Okay.
As she casts this, I just want to watch her hand movements to see if at any point, like, it looks like she might be. And I know this is probably a high roll, I'm happy to make it. But if it looks like she is beginning to cast a spell in which, like, the way her hands are moving and the way she's casting it would reflect something else. Like
Sure,
a
make
different
an
school of
Arcana
magic.
I'm just gonna believe her.
That is a dirty, nasty, slutty 20.
So she kind of rummages through her bag and she grabs out a wand. And she walks up to the mouth of the cave and just starts waving the wand over and then back. And she just stands there for 10 minutes and does this very rhythmically. You can watch her like body language specifically get like less and less tense as she's doing it. And yeah, I mean, she doesn't change, she doesn't move, she just goes methodically back and forth for 10 minutes.
Okay.
After 10 minutes pass, she nods, and you can kind of see now that the mouth of the cave, it almost looks like you're looking through fog a little. But when you come to the inside, you can see out clearly. So when you look in, it's harder to see. When you look out, you can see perfectly. And she kind of walks back up. Excuse me. I just need to get back in.
Sure, of course.
And she nods and heads back to her little part of the cave.
I think Davina kind of takes a moment, like walks in and like inspects what they've done, looking at them, kind of like, all right.
And you can, when you put your head out, you know, Amelia, pardon me for just assuming this about your PC. You can hear Civ snoring kind of echoing a little bit through the cave. But as you poke your head out, very notably, you can't hear any sound coming from with it.
You're so right, though.
I think Davina calls in their fox, and then just has them come in so they can take a rest as well. They don't have to, yeah.
Okay.
Would we say that this is around when we would usually change watches?
Probably there's like another 30 minutes until you would change.
I would say before like our 20-minute power nap before we change, I would just sort of lean over to Cathor and go, "Hey, do you want to take second watch with me?"
Oh, sure.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can finish up your watch, Davina and Ariel.
Cool. Hongshu.
Yeah, you go to wake up Nessie and Cathor. Very notably, Amalia is still awake. Like, appears to be just like sitting, staring off into the middle distance, wrapped in this like fur-lined cloak. Doesn't appear to be doing anything in particular. It's just still awake.
I'm gonna escort Nessie out immediately before Amalia has a chance to say anything to her.
Sure.
Rack up those levels of exhaustion, babe.
Front.
Yeah, it's almost like she's cursed.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, this lady is acting weird. I wonder what that could be.
Why? I don't know. Seems normal. Yeah, I think Nessie just sort of like bundles up. She has like a big blanket as part of her bedroll that she's just like wrapped in. And sort of looks up at Cathor and says, I know it's not my fault, but like, just generally, I'm sorry that she made things so awkward between you and Civ.
Not your fault at all, actually. You had no part in that, and it's fine. I will handle it. My emotions are mine, and you're okay. Are you okay? How are you doing? Are you feeling all right?
Surprisingly, yeah, I'm better than I thought I would be.
I think if I could just be awkward, I think you're really cool. Nessie, you're very... Don't think I would have reacted very well to seeing what you had to go through today, and I think you're you're putting on a brave face, and if you need anything, you can just and you can let us know.
Of course. I mean, if I can be awkward,
Please.
it's really you guys that help me feel brave and help me be brave. So, you know, I appreciate it, but also like thank you for helping me get there.
Well, I mean, we're a team. Like what Davina said, we're a team.
Mhm.
We're here looking out for you, even though you're the senior member of the team.
I always forget that.
I think it shows. The way you carry yourself, the way you handle situations, you're doing. I think I have a lot to learn from you, actually.
Well, if I can give a little advice,
Sure.
I just want to let you know that, however you feel about certain other people and figuring that out takes time. And it's okay if you don't know right away,
Oh. Yeah, sometimes it's just not easier to not think about the things that make me nervous is the thing about that.
That's totally understandable.
Although I think I might have messed up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not. It's hard to be open about those kinds of things. It's hard to, I mean, I don't even know. I've never had someone the way that you have, Civ. And you guys, it's so obvious how important each other are to the both of you. And it's, even if, you can't put a name to that kind of care. It's there.
I think there's a name for it.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, I do. I just that's all I have to say.
I
You're
feel that way all the time about stuff.
wise, Nessie. Are you sure you're only turning 18 in a couple days? 'Cause sometimes I feel like you're like an old wise woman that I'm talking to when we work together.
I'm pretty sure. Unless I was like, I forgot a bunch of years in my memory. But like, I don't know. I really do feel, I mean, I have this spot right here that just won't go away, and it's so annoying, which is like, I've heard is like a teenage thing. It's like this zit that just like every time I take care of it, and it keeps showing back up, and it's so annoying. It's the worst.
I remember that as well. I didn't even notice it. If it makes you feel better, I'm sure we could find something, the observatory, to help. I'm sure. Don't worry about it. Well,
Yeah, I've shown it to Pippa, and she says it may be something hormonal, but I don't know.
I'm fortunate. Gotta wait it out. Yeah.
So probably still just, a teen, but sometimes I also don't feel like one. Sometimes there's these books in the observatory, and also at the lodge, they have this little library there, which don't tell anybody, but I go to the lodge sometimes, just on my own. But they have these books that are this they're in a series, and they're these novels, and there's so many of them about this group of kids that all go to school together and they solve mysteries. And sometimes I read those books and I'm like, is this what it was supposed to be? But it doesn't matter because this is where I'm supposed to be.
I think I think that you've had some hard times, and I think you've come out stronger. And I think that you are in a place surrounded by people who care about you. And I think we're gonna have a really fun time on your 18th birthday.
I hope so. Pippa promised me she'd make me a cake, but I've never
Pippa
seen her
makes
bake any. I've
good
never
food,
had
I think.
anything. I've never seen her bake anything before, but
Then maybe
we'll
we
see.
bake a second cake, just in case.
A just
But
in case
we'll
cake.
tell Pippa that her cake is fantastic,
Yeah,
no matter what. Right, exactly.
absolutely.
It'll be fun. I'm excited. And I'm glad you're doing okay.
Me too. I'm glad you're doing okay.
I think I am. I'm figuring things out. Had a lot of time to think last couple days. Thank
Good.
you for checking in, Nessie. It's very kind.
Of course. If you ever need to figure things out loud, you know where I live.
I do. And I thank you. You're a cool kid.
Thanks. You're a cool young adult.
Appreciate it. Ugh.
And your watch continues on
Mhm.
and eventually comes to an end. And it's time to wake up Civ and Aries for theirs. You come back in, and Amalia is still awake.
I will gently get Civ up for their watch. It's your turn.
Right. Anything interesting happen?
No, just quiet and cold, as usual.
Yeah.
Just don't go too far. Okay?
Promise. Don't plan on it.
Great.
I'll go get Aries. I'll poke her away. I'll say, hey, it's your turn.
Thank you. Any progress?
Yeah, some.
Good. All right. I'll work on my end. I'll let you know.
Oh my god.
Not too bad.
Nessie and Kathor, you can head back to sleep.
Can I really quick make an insight check on Amalia before I go to bed?
Sure.
Just to see, like...
What are you trying to get?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that she's not falling asleep because of this curse, and I just sort of, like, want to confirm that, or if it's, like, she's staying up for any other reason. That is... Oh, no, that's not very good. That is a 9.
She looks frustrated. She's got these like really heavy circles under her eyes. Her eyes look a little bloodshot. And she keeps closing them and then blinking them awake and going back off to kind of staring in the middle distance. It's kind of what you get.
I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna notice it and then go back to bed.
Civ and Aries.
Yeah. Noticing that Amalia is still awake. Just going to... What are you feeling right now?
Like there's something missing. It's not dark enough.
Don't know if I have anything that could help you.
It's okay.
Did you eat it all today?
chicks are at?
I'm just gonna toss some food at her. You're probably not hungry, but you should probably eat.
She doesn't catch it. She doesn't like react quick enough
Hits her in
to
the face.
recognize that this is what you're doing. It kind of lands in her lap. Thanks.
Yeah. Kind of look at Ares and plan to like head out to keep watch out.
What do you think?
I think she's having a really shitty time. If I've learned anything, it's simply just having more knowledge and information. It doesn't really fix anything. Makes things worse often.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to thank you earlier, but we are kind of a party of chronic worriers, and you've been a grounding force throughout all of that. You were talking about how, like, your only purpose is to protect, but that's not true, so I just wanted to make sure you knew, like, I don't know, you're part of the Foundation. You're important.
Because Foundation, you know, rock. Thank you. I really do enjoy working here. Even though it's cold and empty.
It is indeed.
But I'm very glad to have met all of you.
Got a good little group here.
Yeah.
So, have you had any progress on your jewelry giving front at all?
I don't think I'll be giving anyone jewelry anytime soon.
Understandable.
Yeah, this sort of... I mean, I feel like it's kind of... You know... obvious what Amalia said, so it's weird, and this happened before, you know, and Tor always gets kind of weird, and so I just give her space, and then things go back to normal, and it's fine.
Are you okay with that, though?
Yeah, I mean, if that's like what she wants, then of course I'm okay with it. Just want her to have what she wants, and not have to have things that she doesn't want.
And what you want? 'Cause that's important too, right?
I want her to be happy. That's it. Where, you know.
Understandable, I get it. But if it's overstepping, let me know. But I think she would want you to be happy also.
And I am. Really, I am.
I'm glad. If you ever need a wingman, when you're ready, I have been known to make the most flawless setups that always go out without a hitch, never a single problem ever.
Oh yes, I am very sure of that. I just don't think that's going to be a thing.
Well, if it ever is, the offer is there. And if it's not, I am here just to gossip with you about it when we're on watch.
Fair. So, I feel like, speaking of gossip and like talking about things, I feel like we don't really talk enough about the fact that your mom is like the president of everything.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Have you ever heard of the term horse girl?
Yes.
Me and Ariel are two different flavors of that. And this planet gave us kind of the opportunity to be the most horse girl about it possible. So that's why we're here. Like, the sky is everything Ariel ever wanted.
There are not that many horses.
Horse girl, rhetorical. In
Oh, what are your...
parentheses.
Oh, what is your... Because I was like, I have horses, like, at, like, where I live.
I love
And other beasts. Well, I don't really ride the horses anymore. And like, kind of when I was a kid, I'm a little too heavy. But, you know, other creatures. But what are your horses?
all animals. Like beasts, that, yes, absolutely. Please tell me about the beasts.
Yeah, I have so many beasts that I know intimately in my head. Okay, so like, there's like displacer beasts and like owlbear, and then some of them, I mean, I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but like, who are you gonna tell? Your mom's like president of everything, and she probably knows. There's like, well, some of them technically aren't like beasts that you can ride. They're like creatures that are locked inside ancient magical artifacts, but you can talk to them.
How does that work? Do they have a physical form?
I'm sure if you let them out, probably.
Interesting. And they're...
Really not allowed to do that, though.
No, but I would wonder how that, like, biology would adapt to be inside an object and then also manifest.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I actually never really looked that far into it. You know, it's not really, like, my cup of tea, but... Yeah, they very much want to be let out, so I'm sure it's probably not great.
Oh, that's fascinating. If by any chance they ever do get let out, I would love to be there. I don't...
No, you really wouldn't. Like, you really probably would not want to be there. But like, if you want to see other animals, like we have some, and then you know, I can just go anywhere. Like I just travel, like, you know, on vacation and stuff all of the time, so you can. Why do you want the beasts here though? There's like interesting creatures, but it's like compared to other planets.
I don't know. I feel like there's something really interesting about animals and people that, like, thrive in a world that doesn't want them to thrive. And the cold is very much a killer. So to be able to study animals here is a research opportunity like no other, because there's other cold planets, but not like this.
Yeah. Yeah, Civ's always saying that. The thing about the cold planets, not other planets, and all that. Yeah, this was the only place where we could both, you know, find our stuff.
We love our little cold planet.
It's growing on me.
It is. Even with the giant, horrible nothing crack in it. There's just so much to love.
Honestly, that's, well, yeah, that is like the most interesting thing, honestly. Like, that is like a big sell for me, because being able, something reaching between planes, essentially, like in a written planes and messing up the sky is, I don't know, that's the kind of stuff that I really like. The things that are unexplained. Just for the sake of explanation, not for like power or anything.
Okay. If you could have any question answered, what question would you ask?
I don't know if there's a question that I would want answered just out of the blue. I think I would rather find the answer myself, you know? Because like anyone who's like, oh, what's the meaning of life? Will I ever find, like, those are boring questions, and those are going to be boring answers. Like, imagine if you asked, what's the meaning of life, and someone was like, oh, it's to love your friends. That means nothing compared to like actually loving your friends, you know? So, I don't know. I guess, like, I think if I could have a question answered, I would just want to know what is, like, the second best book I will ever read in my life.
Ooh, that's a good
And then I
one.
would read it immediately. And then I could live my life knowing that there's still a better book out there.
Ooh, love that, love that. That's an
Um,
excellent plan.
At this point, you hear movement. Well, actually, you don't because you're outside of the cave and sound can't pass through. So you see coming from the kind of blurry entrance to the cave, Amalia, who's wrapped up still in this cloak, and kind of looks at both of you and says, um, "If I'm correct, the lights should happen soon, right?"
I think so, yes.
Mind if I sit outside and watch?
Not at all.
Okay. And we'll kind of come and sit with her back to the cave and just look up at the sky and wait.
So you could see those while you were... I guess you could because you grabbed them out.
I didn't know what I was grabbing. I just knew I was grabbing something.
I'm just gonna put a hand on her shoulder. Realizing that she's not had, I think, any physical contact with another person in like 2.5 years.
She doesn't move away from it, but she also doesn't like lean into it. She just kind of sits shivering a little bit. And as these like greens and pinks appear in the sky, she starts to cry. Very silently, very like it's not a cry that begs for attention or a cry that wants somebody to recognize it, but just a burst of emotions from within that she can't hold, and it has to come out somehow. And crying is like the least destructive way that it can do that.
Yeah, I think as I'm sitting next to her, I just keep the hand on the shoulder, maybe squeeze it just a little bit, and I'm also just looking at the lights.
And it happens in the way that it happened for years. Undisturbed by anything else. And they disappear as the sun begins to rise. And Amalia nods in your direction and stands up and walks back into the cave.
I think I'm gonna sit out and watch the sunrise.
And eventually, your watch comes to an end, and it's time to wake up the rest of the group.
I'll probably still just sit outside if Aries wants to go and wake
Yeah.
people up, but that's cool.
Go. Get the squad ready.
Well, should get back today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Keep moving.
Let's do it.
Maybe we'll make it back before they pack up lunch and we can get a real meal.
Oh, it'd be really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Amalia, are you good to keep going? Do you need a bit more rest?
No. I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay. You didn't sleep, no?
Oh, I tried.
hopefully we can figure out a way to help. Okay. Okay, let's back up. Head out.
Okay.
She'll just kind of wordlessly pack up her stuff and then wait to be told that everybody's leaving before she moves.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta go and pack up my shit, and because I'm carrying everything.
There's so much
I do
stuff to
that.
pack up.
Where were we putting all this? That's right, on the floating desk now. Yeah, I'll pack it up.
You all can start your journey back to the observatory. Anything anybody wants to do on the walkover?
I will use one more sending scroll and message the director one more time. And I'll just say half a day away. Save some lunch for us.
She responds back. There's turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy with all of your names on it. See you
God,
soon.
it's Thanksgiving! Go.
My favorite meal, so it's her favorite.
Hell yeah. That's so right, so true.
I think, just out of precaution, I think that Davina's probably in the back. And any kind of trail that we're leaving, I think they're kind of roughing it up a little bit, just so that if this person were to run, I don't know. I'm just being really. If they were to run, there's no way that they can like come back to say it. I'm just hoping that they don't. I guess just making sure that they get lost. If they do, it'd be easier to track them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Indira, Amalia is also kind of lagging behind. It doesn't appear to be intentional. It's just kind of walking at a bit of a slower pace today.
I mean, if she's tired, she can just sit on the desk.
Do you say that to her?
Yeah, I will. Like if you didn't really get any sleep last night, so if you don't want to exert yourself, this is your first time walking in years, so
Thank you. That's fine.
the disc is going to be here whether or not you use it, so I mean you might as well if you want.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I just keep going. I keep the disc up.
Anything else?
If she's staying towards the back, I am concertedly staying towards the front.
I'll probably actually be near her just because, I don't know, I've talked to her like 3 times now. It's more than anyone else. I guess I'm not beating the shit out of her.
Sorry.
Oh, you started to care.
I
Yes.
can't. You can ask anybody on this channel. I can't make a villain without giving them some redeeming qualities. I just can't.
He's a piece of shit, but damn, this is rough.
Yeah. Eventually, off in the distance, you can see the buildings of the observatory, the giant, like, satellite tower. And you're home.
As we reach the, I guess there's like a back entrance or a front entrance, whatever entrance we're, the employee entrance, we're going in towards, the sort of like the message that Cathor said of like how Nessie is the senior member and it shows, she's gonna like stand up a little straighter and approach like whoever is watching that entrance and sort of very officially I will hand them back the 2 sending scrolls and say like these didn't get used, like make sure they get back to the right place so we can have them
Finn
later.
smiles at you. Oh, I'm so glad you're all back. It's been really quiet around here without, like, half of the team. So We're happy to have you back.
We're happy to be back.
Yeah.
We've got one stowaway that we need to get to the infirmary really fast. But then we would love to sit down with Judd and the director and catch them up on everything we've been through.
Sure.
Yes, and then I'll turn to the rest of the team and I'll say, does it sound good to sort of meet up at the infirmary in 10 minutes? Go to your rooms, put your stuff down, and then we'll meet back up. And
Sounds
just,
good
take
to
the
me,
lead
boss.
role. And I'll like glance over at Amalia and I'll be like, we're going to the infirmary.
Okay. And she'll just follow you.
How's that for impressive, bitch?
Instead of going to my room, I will go find my mom.
Yeah.
Assuming she's here.
You can see kind of sitting in the conference room that you started this adventure in. You see Indira and you see your mom. Cordelia is a water genasi. Has like deep blue skin, but like pointed ears, and this like long flowing green like seafoam hair that's kind of pulled back today in some sort of like low bun. Has this like flowing silver cape that they wear, is adorned in silver jewelry, and then has almost like they're wearing like brass knuckles, like 2 silver literal gauntlets that are on their hands. And her and Indira are sitting in the shit, waiting for you guys to get back.
I'll just kind of knock a little.
Indira kind of, come in.
Poke my head in. Hey.
Cordelia whips their head around.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Hello. Give me a hug.
Yeah. Did Aries come with me, by the way? Cool. Great. I will go give my mommy a hug.
Gives you like a nice kiss on the forehead.
Thank you for coming. Sorry, I thought Mom was gonna come. I didn't want to tear you away from, you do a lot of important busy.
It's okay. Mom is busy, got her hands full, so
Sure.
They sent me.
Yeah, so everything's fine. Got kind of a big curse on a person who was in the negative plane of energy.
Oh.
Yeah. For
That's
like
tough.
years.
Oh.
Oh, here, sorry, and I'll kind of move out of the way so Aries can also hug our mom.
He walks up, gives you a hug. Gives you, again, like an identical kiss on the top of your head. Hi, darling.
I think you're muted, Sable. Light of my life.
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
Hi, it's so good to see you. I didn't realize
Good to see you.
you're coming. Oh my
It's
gosh.
me. Hello. Yeah. Oh, things were slow today anyway. It's the off day. I'm so glad to hear that both of you are doing well. Director Clayton was telling me all about the work that you two have been doing, and she kind of like gives you both a wink as your mom's back is turned toward her. And I'm quite impressed, and I'm glad to hear that things are going well and that this was a good decision for you both.
Kind of like flush bronze a little bit. Oh, great. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad. The good feedback is always good.
Gives you like a patient, loving smile of like, I missed this.
Oh. Yeah. Do you want to come meet everybody?
Sure. Yeah.
And then probably take a look at the curse because that's like not in.
Yeah. Sure.
Great. I will, room by room, me and the leader of this entire planetary system will come a-knocking.
Sure. We start with Civ and Cathor share a room, or do you think they're in the same room right now?
They don't
What's happening?
I think they like technically have separately like assigned rooms, but they're always in the same room. But I assume they're in the same room having a conversation.
I wanted to follow Civ and talk to them.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think Civ just after getting things situated, just went to the room and is like unpacking, just getting all the gear.
Just gonna like awkwardly knock on your door frame. Do you need
Oh, it's fully
Oh.
your room that I'm unpacking all this
Oh,
stuff
this is
in.
my room. I'm still gonna knock it because you came in first. Do you need help
Hmm?
with anything? I could
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah, well, probably, because I actually don't know where, like, most of this goes. I was just gonna guess.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna shut the door. Do you have a second?
Yes?
Just a second.
Yeah. Is something wrong? And I like,
No.
grab my mace.
No, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I think that's okay. Viv, I'm sorry about. And, you know that you are my best friend. And you're always going to be my best friend. And I don't want another best friend. I want you. Yes. And I'm sorry.
You're
being
sorry that you want to be my
stupid.
best friend?
No, I'm sorry I didn't say it before. I
thought we already knew we were each other's best friends. We have the bracelets.
I want you my person. And my best friend.
You want me to be your person and your best friend.
And I've been thinking, and if you want, I would like to travel with you and go new places and see new things together.
It takes I think when you said, when Civ said, like, you want to be best friends, like, took a step forward, you're by the door, you mentioned wanting to go to new places, so like, places that are, like, warmer than here?
Yes, of course. I know that you came here because it's my home, and I'm very grateful for that, and I think it's time for me to do something for you. I want to go where you want to go, and I want to go together.
As best friends and people's persons. And I take another step forward.
Yes, as my person, and I if you want to be my person, I would love that a lot, and I'm going to explode any second. Please say something. What do you think?
Smiles and just goes in for the kiss. You know, and then oh yeah.
Always have it on hand, baby.
And
need
then
to get one.
after the kiss, says, well, you know, we have to finish up, like, our thesis and that sort of thing, but I think I would very much like for you to be my person as well. And I can't imagine that seeing anything in this entire galaxy would be worth it if you weren't by my side.
I'm ready. I knew and wanted to be with you. And I also think I need to lay down for just a second. My heart is going so fast.
Yeah, I like push all the shit up and like make you a spot like that.
There's
You're
a
doing like
knock
really good
on
though.
the door.
God.
God.
I'm gonna go up to the door and crack it. Hi, yes.
You
Hi.
see, yeah.
Sorry, my mom is here and I wanted to. Are you busy?
We're so free. Ariel's mom is here. Thor.
Oh, you just see a very shaky Cathor stand up and walk over. Hi, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Sorry, I don't know if you're in the middle of something. Kind of squint a little.
Oh, maybe we could just meet in a couple minutes. We'll come down to the meeting.
That's fine. I'll circle back around.
Yeah,
Thank
just wrap
you,
around.
Ariel.
To a rubber. Okay. Here's the thing. Again, negative 2 to wisdom. Can I try to make an insight check?
Yeah.
That's a treat.
Yeah.
Can
love
say
this.
check too.
4.
Wow, it's so crazy. Like Civ is like weirdly like cannot conceal a smile, and you don't know why. Like maybe
Probably
they are
really
just
excited to
really
meet my
excited to
mom.
meet your mom. Yeah.
Probably.
Your mom, Cornelia kind of puts their hand at your back and kind of starts leading you away from the door.
Oh, okay, well, we're gonna go. If you need me,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll meet you down.
Okay.
We'll meet you down. We'll see you later.
bye.
Yeah. Okay, close the door.
And we'll leave you there to let your heart rates lower or raise in whatever way you would like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
I would say next on the stop is probably Davina's room. Davina, what have you been up to since you've gotten back?
I think Vina has like, if there's a restroom attached to their room, or like across the hall or anything, I think they're in there like frantically like washing their hands and like cleaning up from the days of like being outside and like trying to figure out how to look as much as presentable as they possibly can be. So yeah, that's what they've been doing for the past 10 minutes.
Sure, yeah. There's a knock on the door.
Just before I knock on it, I'm gonna look at my mom and go, okay, this is Davina. I need you to be cool. And then I knock.
Oh. Nods and understanding.
Be cool.
I'm so cool. I'm the coolest mom around.
Oh, God. Okay, I knock.
I'm the cool.
Mom.
I'm cool.
Vina opens the door.
Hey. Hi. How's it going? Davina, this is my mom, Cordelia. Cordelia, this is Davina, my... Davina.
Puts a hand out.
Hi, I am there, Davina. I think they kind of like cock a smile a bit.
Kind of leans down. Are you a hugger? I'm a hugger.
I am a hugger, yes.
Well, give a nice warm mom hug.
I think that helps relax Davina. Yes, it's so nice to meet you. Ariel talks a lot about the both of you.
Well, she talks a lot about you as well, so it's a pleasure to
Really?
finally meet you. She talks a lot about all of you, everybody here, equally, equal amounts.
Okay, I see where Ariel gets that from. Last night they said something similar. Said, if they do talk about me, I would like to know. Actually, to be honest, I would like to
Well,
hear it.
maybe you and I can have a conversation later.
Oh, boy. Okay, yeah. That sounds great. Love that.
Yes. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You'll probably meet my mom later, and she'll probably tell you things about what I'm like. Come on, let's continue.
You get a message in your head. Ariel, meeting your mom?
I guess.
But we have a lot that's going on right now. I know you've,
Well, I haven't been filled in quite entirely, but yes, I'm aware, and I'm ready to help as best as I can.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
Are we collecting people? Where's Sivia? And their room was before mine.
Yeah, I think it feels like something was going on in there. I didn't really want to pry, but
They'll
it was
just need a couple minutes.
Only a couple minutes?
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. Well then, let's head out to the infirmary if that's
Sure.
okay with you guys. And then I don't know if you heard, but we were hoping to have dinner together. Maybe.
Oh
I hadn't gotten there yet, but yeah. No, it's okay.
no, I'd love that. That sounds great.
Okay. Good.
Cool. Okay. And the three of you can eventually collect the other two, and Ares as well, and head down to the infirmary. Stella,
Yup,
you took Amalia straight there.
I did. I would bring her into the infirmary and get her situated. in a chair, I guess, if she wants to sit down. I'll fill Pippa in on just everything. I'll introduce the two of them. I'll just say, Pippa, this is Amalia. We used to
Amalia.
work together. Amalia, this is Pippa. She's the head of the infirmary here at the observatory where I work now.
It's nice to meet you. And Amalia kind of goes, yeah, nice to meet you as well. Pippa kind of looks back over at you.
This is about as good as I thought this was gonna go. And I'll just sort of like, I'll sit Amalia down in a chair, like I said, and I'll pull Pippa aside to where I think Amalia can't hear us, and explain the curse thing a little bit more, and I will also fill her in on, I'll just say, it sort of seems like if she knows that we are trying to get rid of the negative energy, that might be something that she doesn't actually want to have happen. Because she was in that plane for so long, I get the feeling that she might have sort of made peace with it in a way and come to understand it a bit more and almost find a sense of forgiveness for it, even though it is definitely like bad and she would be better off like not having it on her. So maybe discretion is advised here.
Well, I mean, you know that I am more of a physical medicine person, not a magical medicine person. But I know that the gauntlet is here. And you would notice that the infirmary is the cleanest and most organized it's been ever, like, since you've worked there. Like, spotless, everything's put away, everything's got labels on it, and the labels are new and crisp, and, like,
I feel like I've noticed that, but, like, when I came in here, I sort of just, like, dumped my stuff on the floor. And now I'm noticing that, like, my heap of stuff, which is, like, covered in, like, dirt and slush and everything, is like the sore spot in the room. And I'm like, yes, I heard that she was here and here to help. Everyone should be coming down here in the next few minutes, but the place looks great. It looks gorgeous in here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. How's that fox doing, by the way?
Oh, so much better.
That's good.
I think actually we might have a new infirmary pet.
Oh, nice. Did you name it yet?
Oh,
Can we name it together?
I was leaving the pleasure to you.
I'll have to think about it.
It was going to be a birthday present, but you ruined it, so. Kind of give, like, in fully a joking manner of, like, this is not serious. There's no
I sort of
here.
just, like, pout, like, fakely. Just, like, whatever.
And sure enough, the rest of the group comes down.
When the gauntlet comes in, I just say, Your Majesty,
It's okay. I'm just Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Yes, thank you.
Miss Cordelia. It's nice to meet you.
Just Cordelia, thank you. Nessie.
Yeah, I'm blurry. Why am I so blurry? Whatever.
You could just do a quick turn back on again, just real quick. Just a.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey.
You look good.
I
Just need
love
some
this
time.
game so much. My technology is so good. Anyway, yeah, continue.
It's lovely to meet you.
You as well. Are we getting started with this right away?
Might as well.
Yeah. Also, I
Okay.
probably filled my mom in on like this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I will also sort of just like do the introductions, um, and say whatever you can do to help. Here she is.
Cordelia kind of looks into Amalia's eyes for a moment and looks back at you all. Do you mind just giving us some space?
Sure.
Sure.
How much space? Like a couple feet, or do you want us to leave, or?
If we could have the room to ourselves for a moment.
Siv will just take Tor's hand and just kind of guide out of the room.
Do I notice that? Do I
Yeah, of
see
course
that? I turn towards Aries and I tap them on the side and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
You all can leave. And some time passes. Director Creighton eventually comes and gives everybody their like little box lunches with mashed potatoes and green beans and turkey, and it's delicious and it's great. And yeah, some time passes. Maybe about 15, 20 minutes go by. And the door to the infirmary remains shut. If you were to go and investigate, you can hear, quiet, muffled conversation happening. And eventually, the two of them walk out together next to each other into the boardroom where you're all sitting and eating. Cordelia kind of nods at Amalia and steps aside and goes to sit beside, like in between Ariel and Aries. And Amalia kind of looks at all of you, has this look on her face, like there is something at the tip of her tongue that she wants to say. And then she meets your eyes, Nessie. And you can see regret. You can see shame. And she opens her mouth to speak. And just says a very genuine, "I'm sorry." And as these words come out of her mouth, you all, for you all, you watch as she, in an instant, is gone. For us, as an audience, we see the great wizard Amalia Vogstead cast Time Stop.
Ooh.
Wait for a moment. Look at Nessie. And say goodbye. And walk out of the room. And so for you all, you blink and she's gone.
And I just slide my hand over to Nessie across the table.
I take it.
Just squeeze.
You know?
Think-
That was as good as it was ever gonna get. Probably. I turn to Cordelia. I just say, did you get rid of the curse?
Not entirely. I used, all the magic at my disposal I could, but we also just talked for some time. Ariel and Ares told me that she was trapped in one place for a very long time. I figured she might just want someone to talk to for a bit.
Fair. I guess.
So the curse, was it lifted?
I wish I could give you a definite answer. I don't know.
Can I try to insight check my mom to see if they know more than she's letting on?
Sure.
Can I argue advantage on this because she's my mommy?
Sure.
Thank you.
Argue for disadvantage because she's your mom.
Whoa.
That's cocked. Actually, you know what? Can I just use my portent since I think we're coming up on the end here? So that would be a 17.
Yeah, definitely not the whole truth.
I think I just kind of meet their eye very steadily, and I don't say anything, but I'm holding her gaze long enough in the hopes that she can infer that, like, I know that they are withholding something, but I trust her to be doing what is in everyone's best interest. But it's a very level kind of, I think, more serious than Ariel typically is. Just like a knowing look.
She looks back at you and gives you that look that they've given you 100 times over whenever you get really in your head about something and very anxious and all that worry starts to build up. This look that just tells you, I've seen so many things. I've lived 1,000 lifetimes. This is going to be okay. We have done all we can. It is not in our hands now.
Just kind of give like a very, very small nod.
She squeezes your leg. And I think from there, we can kind of go into epilogue land. Where do people go from here?
Nessie's birthday party.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can come to Cathor's house and we'll throw you a big old birthday party. That's what I would like to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got little leg warmers and like a matching like leg warmer, mitten, scarf, hat combo. It's like not all entirely matching, but it's coordinating.
Hell
From
yeah.
Civ, been working on it for a while.
Excellent. Yeah, I think I know like contracts at the observatory are sort of like limited in the sense that like you have to keep like renewing them or like get offered them, I guess, from the observatory, but she will stay as long as they will have her. And I think pretty soon after that whole ending scene, she will find Indira and sit with her and just make her cinnamon tea and let her know how grateful she is to have found a mentor that trusts her and appreciates her and has helped her grow so much in this place. And yeah, we'll stay for as long as they will have her.
I think we find Nessie eventually as the head of medicine. And I think eventually when Indira steps down, we find Nessie as the head of the observatory. What else?
Well, Saventura gotta like finish out the semester. This is like research, gotta write their theses.
Yeah.
And I think I like to think that because Civ's sort of focus is these particular sorts of unexplained phenomena, that they've managed to identify reports on like all of these different planets of the same sort of thing, and so just kind of spend some time traveling and researching all of these different places that they've always wanted to go. And I think Kator is right there with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and our own little two-person adventure together.
Yeah.
You could pop in your little mechanical beholder and traverse the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to add, Sedona?
Cathor will probably tell her dad's where she's going for a bit first, and also that it's with Civ, and also
Yeah, like this doesn't happen like next
all
week.
that.
There's
Yeah.
yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
I think eventually, I feel like Civ would be the one who would propose, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that Civ knows that you actually like them and the awkwardness wasn't, oh, this is making our friendship awkward. Yeah, I think as soon as they get back home at like some point, because they probably visit occasionally, they have their mother's ring, and probably we're just like within like probably a couple months like visiting home, grabbed it and just were like, I'm gonna be so normal about waiting for an appropriate time to do this, even though I want to do it right now. Yeah. And yeah.
Incredible. Awesome. Sable, James, Sweet.
I think not too far from the same vein as our dear close good friends Sib and Cathor. I think that for the next 6 months of this contract, because there's no way in hell I'm going to be like, oh, you're staying while I'm going, bye. I think Ariel devotes that time to researching the plane of the plane of negative energy. That's probably not nice. Hell yeah! High five to me and my one brain cell. And as well in like documenting everything about like the Northern Lights phenomena that they saw where the magic was getting sucked. Just really researching the hell out of everything they've seen and writing an academic paper to continue making a name for herself in academic spheres. Probably eventually moves on from the observatory, but I'd imagine with a very similar looking horse girl and a very specific ranger at their side. Probably drags Davina to meet the other mom, Denari, and dear old Uncle Delhareth. Just every single person they've ever met in the Silver and Golden Cities. And then, I don't know, maybe goes to see some of those stars up close that they've been writing about their whole life and find a little adventure, too.
I think that the next 6 months are very much devoted to spending as much time with everybody, especially with Ariel as well. I think that they go to the lodge, and I think Davina's kind of heartbroken that they find out the soaps weren't handmade.
Oh my god.
And I think they I spend a lot of time looking at the stars with Ariel, tracking, doing what they can with like beasts, with Aries as well, since they are a ranger. What is the title for this ranger? Beastmaster. So I think that Aries and Davina connect on that as well. Once their 6 months is over, I do think that Davina also invites Ariel and Aries to come to Ithian. It's not many people are able to come and visit there. It's for a nomadic group that tends to be there. But since Davina is from there and is very much like, I met your mom, you meet my mom. That makes sense. Yeah. So like invites them both to stay there for a little bit before they go off onto their next adventure.
Yeah, I think Aries and Ariel are kind of always going to be a little bit like joined at the hip, but I think at a certain point Aries will go like, maybe this is when Ariel is, you know, also going to see the stars, but like seeking out other, like, not ecological crises, but like similar situations where there are animals who are having different experiences, different issues, that sort of thing, and kind of like collecting all these experiences. But
Boy, do I have the organization for you.
No.
Yeah, she goes to this really cool planet, and there's this big bird.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking we get her to join Tuba.
Tuba. I mean, hey, if Tuba swings by where there's a giant bird, what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean?
We'll see.
This is the answer all along. This is the
It's
ARG.
true, honestly.
It's all connected.
Really, it's how many of Sable's characters can we fit into Crow Lane is
Yeah.
kind of the background. This is becoming. Still.
And I think somewhere out there in the universe is a very powerful wizard with this deep sadness within her that she learns to love and live with, and she works on communication and other things that I'm sure we will find out about at some point. But for now, that is where our story is going to end. Thank you all so much for joining us for this 3-episode small-scale tale. Thank you to my players for playing. Thank you, Sedona and Stella, our new special guests. It was a pleasure to have you here and have you play with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. We will see you all tomorrow for the next episode of Crow Lane. And next week for Starfarers and for Tales from the Starlight Ocean. Until then, signing off. Take care of your wizard friends. They're sad. See you next time.
But also don't treat your assistants like shit, maybe.
Yeah.